nós dois, nós dois, nós dois, tenha razão.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. DreeZ in the building. I am having technical difficulties, but it is okay. I see my friend in the background. Don't get upset. Don't lose your temper with me. I need to stop off. Okay, what is happening now? What is happening now? All right, there we go. What's going on, DreeZ in the building? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I'm a little bit late, a little bit shabby on my controls and shit. I've been back here messing around and dealing with stuff. My guest will be back in the room in a second. You know, in fact, my guest is here right now. You know, I was hoping, I have some other guests coming as well. You know, that might be coming to help you ask some questions. Or she may be coming to ask you questions. I don't know, but anyway, how are you, Cal? How are you today?
Hello, I'm here.
Indeed,
Hello,
I appreciate you.
Hello, guys.
I appreciate you for coming through once again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Brazilian traveler, Cam B, saying he wish he could stay up late with us, but he has to hit this bed early. You know, he got a nice little commute to his work. So we gonna make sure we make a special replay for him. Make sure you get up and hit that replay for me in the morning, man, if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, welcome to Late Night DreeZ number 158. This is what I want to call BBW Redefined. I guess I'm gonna discuss what that really means later on. But my friend has other questions. I'm gonna wait for some other friends to come here.
Brazilian? Is she Brazilian?
She's multicultural. She's part English and Puerto Rican.
I wanna meet her.
So yeah, you met her before. You know, like
So
I said, I wasn't
going
gonna. You know, I'm not gonna. You know, bring you around anybody else new or nothing like that. You know, but it's people that's up here, or people that I already know that are solid people. I don't have to worry about, you know, what they do offline or they're doing all kind of crazy stuff as they travel. That I don't have to worry about with these people. You know, like yourself, Richie Rich, OW, Jordan, everybody that comes up here is just about somebody else I travel with. You know, so there's no, I don't know this guy. There's none of that. Like, can be right here in the comment section. That guy. Our first time we got together, we were in Brazil, Oceania. We did the whole capoeira thing. We went to Oceania, did the capoeira. Well, he did the capoeira. He was trying to do flips and stuff, and he almost broke his tail. Pedro do Sal, Little Africa. You know, we did all them things. We broke all that ice together. You know what I'm saying? Well, I broke all that ice with him. He was already there before. Shout out to Fred Moore. That's you see how you see the shirt, don't you? You see the shirt.
I see.
You know, see they really want to know what's going on with Brazil, but you know they don't want to leave Colombia. So you know, to each his own. To each his own. Shout out to all 13 of y'all in the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming. You know what I'm saying? But Fred Moore, I guess, look like he in Americana. That look like Americana Stadium. Is that Americana Stadium? Probably is Americana. How many stadiums do they have in Rio?
Like, in Rio, we have Maracanã, tem o Engenhão Engenhão, mas eu acho que é lá no Rio Grande do Sul. I think it is em Rio Grande do Sul. So, did you
Uh,
go to Rio Grande do Sul, Gramado, when you traveled to Brazil?
not yet. Not yet. I'm looking for when I come back to I'm probably gonna go to
Minas.
another city before I come to where you are. Like I said, like I planned on going up to Juiz de Fora.
Minas.
I can't pronounce this other
Don't worry.
town. Huh?
No, don't worry. You said you can pronounce this town. I may help you. Don't worry.
Noivo.
Noivo. Where is
Uh
it?
Noivo something. It's all right. It's once you get on the bus and you're going north toward Biaga, it's Juiz de Fora. Then it's another
Ouro
little area.
Preto. Ouro
Huh?
Preto. Ouro
No,
Preto.
no. It starts with an N. It starts with an N. It's like Noivo or damn. I forgot Cam know what I'm talking about, but Cam done went to sleep. You know,
Don't worry.
Noiva, Nueva, something. But
Nova something.
it's in between Juiz de Fora and Biaga. You know what I'm saying?
Nova, peraí. É Minas Gerais, não é isso? Você
Yes.
estava falando de Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais.
Let's see. Shout out to Prophet. Says Rio was great. Ah, there it is. That place.
Deixa eu só procurar aqui.
It's like a big valley.
Noivo do Cordeiro, conhece? I've never been to this place.
You heard that name. He awake now. He was asleep 5 minutes ago, but he awake now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cam B. Shout out to Prophet. That says Rio was great for his first trip. It's great for any trip. You ask me. I need to return next summer. How does her classes work? Twice a week? I'm gonna go ahead on and let you discuss that since you're here. Would you like to discuss that or?
Well, we can do it right now. Let me show you if it works or not. DreeZ, let's talk in Portuguese. Vamos lá?
Okay.
Vou falar um pouco em português?
Tá.
Então, bora aí, ó. Okay, so just pay attention. If you like it, you say if it works or not. Vamos lá então, DreeZ. E aí, vamos conversar um pouquinho em português, que você fala comigo toda a aula e tal. Fala um pouquinho de você, da tua viagem pro Brasil. O que você acha do Brasil? Fala pra mim.
Let me put my earphones on so I can hear you clearly. I don't want to.
Tá me ouvindo? Tá me ouvindo direitinho?
I don't know why these earphones do not work. I don't know why.
Tá, troca aí.
De novo.
Tá. Fala um pouquinho sobre a sua viagem pro Brasil, o que você achou do Brasil, dos lugares, tipo assim, os lugares que você conheceu. Fala pra eles sobre o Brasil, o que você acha, a sua opinião sobre o Brasil.
Oh, eu amo o Brasil. Amo o Brasil sempre. Mas eu vou, eu quero ir para Biaga, Fortaleza de novo, para ver Veneta, you know. Shout out to Veneta. Eu quero ir a São Luís e Lençóis Maranhenses. Maranhenses,
exatamente.
You know.
Mas o quê? Fala pra eles qual é a sua comida favorita quando você vem aqui pro Brasil.
You got me with that one. You always, I don't know why, you always get me with you always hit me with the tongue twister. You always get me with that one.
Tá bom, eu vou falar devagarinho agora. Qual é a tua comida favorita quando você vem pra cá? Quando você vai lá pra Copacabana?
Meu favorito comida é feijoada e frango grelhado.
Que maravilha! Sim. So, that's it. So, we usually talk. We don't focus on the grammar all the time. Obviously, it is important, but the conversation is, it is what it is.
Sim.
I hope you like it. É o que é, exatamente, tá traduzindo.
But that's how it works, Prophet. It's like right now, it's kind of like class, but not class. It's like she's my teacher, but it's like now it went from her being my teacher to now it's like more I'm like her friend because we can kind of communicate, back and forth. And I had to let you know, I still think I'm still teetering on that 60,
Mhm.
65%, like I could carry on a decent conversation, but if I'm in a certain spot and it's talking a little bit too fast, sometimes I might have to end the conversation. Sometimes I might have to ask for a
He's
number or
modest.
something
He's
like that.
completely modest. He understands everything.
Yeah, I
Top
understand
number
everything, but I'm gonna tell you like this: once you start learning everything, I'm gonna give you a
one.
tip. Act like you don't know shit. You're gonna find out a lot of things about people. If you know the language, but you act like you don't, you will find out a lot of things. This is how I know Carol is actually a good person as well as a decent teacher. So if I was you, I'd take the classes. You know what I'm saying?
Eu não faço assim, né, Dreezy? Eu não faço desse jeitinho.
So
Como é que
Prophet
você
said
fez
he
da
likes
outra vez?
Brazil. The women are very passionate. Mais,
Yes, we
mais, mais, mais.
Uh-huh.
I realized something. We were talking about me and some brothers. We were talking today about
Uh-huh.
women in Rio versus women outside of Rio, and
Mm.
we realized that there's actually an issue with the women inside of Rio with the thing called tradition.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
we look at a majority of women in Rio as not as traditional as say a woman in um where was this Espirito Santo. You know,
Hum,
so
entendi.
so they was like, they're not a lot of women in but what the guys were saying. A lot of the women that they were meeting in Rio are not traditional. I was like, well, first off, a lot of the people that you meeting in Rio, you meeting in Copacabana, and those are not women that are interested in relationships. So you're not gonna see tradition there at all. You know, you know, Ir, Alapa, Baja, uh, Duca de Caixas, Sajawaja Medici, um, places like that. That's where you may find traditional people. People inside of Copacabana are mostly transplants. None of those people live in Copacabana. Okay, everybody that's in Copacabana daytime, uh, Maya. How do you say that? Maya.
Hum? Ah?
It's a little city. Maya. Meier.
Mair é o quê? O lugar?
Maya. Mayor.
May, tipo, possibly. Do you mean
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Ok. É,
It's
talvez.
it's a weird little 5-letter city. It's out there by Duke de Caxias.
Uhum.
But you find everything traditional outside of the hustle and bustle of Copacabana and possibly Ipanema as well.
Yeah, but you have to pay attention because some people here don't speak English. You have to
Exactly.
speak enough Portuguese to talk
Hmm.
to them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that place, Copacabana, Ipanema, Leblon, are places where the tourists will be. So if you go to other places, people don't speak English. That's why it is
Mhm.
important. Just use the Google Translator to ask for help. Guys, do you know that gadget? I don't know. It is something that you speak in English, but you may travel to other countries and it changes. People will understand you. I don't know
Right.
its
It's
name.
a uh I know what you're talking about, but yeah, you know,
Hmm.
it comes. They got different ones now. They got one. They got one now where it's a pen, and you just
Yeah.
put it across by the word, and it'll translate the words. But the
Yeah.
one that you talking about, the one you speak into, I can't call it, but I had a translator earphone, and you speak to it, it'll translate. But
Hmm.
I couldn't get it to work right, but so I just used it as a microphone. And it works good as a microphone. So I didn't try to do any more translation. I was like, that was when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead on and just learn this language. And that's when I went and started looking for teachers.
Learning,
You know, I
learning
just
the
wish I'd have
language.
ran into you a little bit sooner, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, shout out to Travelmatic. You know, man, y'all need to
Well,
be here, man. Where y'all at? This woman got a lot of questions. I don't think I could answer them all by myself. Somebody else was supposed to be here. They told me they was coming, but you know,
don't
they don't know how
worry.
it is. But Prophet says he's like that with Spanish. Switching to Portuguese is going to be tough. Um, Outside of the words that are like, you know, like amor, words like that, it's gonna be some words that might be the same, but it might have a different meaning. But just get used to that, get ready for that, and get ready for a lot of speaking Portuguese, and then all of a sudden you just run into Spanish. You're gonna run into that a lot until you learn to differentiate the
And it
two.
is normal. It is normal. It will happen. But the communication is the most important, guys. You have to understand that sometimes you make mistakes, and Spanish and Portuguese are almost the same thing, but they change their accent and certain verbs too. But don't
Yeah.
worry, just speak and it will be perfect. Nobody will laugh or make fun of you just because you are speaking Spanish. They will understand because we are able to understand Spanish too. Even when a person doesn't study, it will work. Okay, so come to Brazil.
See, but can you use Spanish like outside of the tourist area? Like I could use Spanish, whatever Spanish I know, like in Copa or Ipanema. But if I go to uh Cidade de Deus, I wouldn't be
Hmm?
able to use that there, huh?
No,
See. So if I went
not
to
at all.
Jakarta, Pagua, I couldn't use that
Jacarepaguá.
there.
My
Now,
students, I have a lot of students from Jacarepaguá, Brazilian
yeah,
students. You may go there. If you need some help, just talk to me. I talk to them and everything's
all right.
okay, guys. In
Well,
Jacarepaguá, you will be safe and sound.
right. Well, how old are they? Are they, older or how old are they?
No, 20, 23, 24, 26, 30.
Okay, cool enough. So they Brazilian learning English.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. See, that's the benefit of having a good teacher. They help you out with a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A whole lot of stuff. See, Fred Moore said the North Zone is where it's at. Well, a lot of us scared of the North Zone. You know what I'm saying? I like Madureira. Why? Because
Hmm.
they got a lot of this there. I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know the like I was telling this lady the other day, once you leave um Florida, once you leave the continental United States, you might see the same dark skin, you might see the same tattoos here, there. You might see the
Hmm.
same weaves even, but the attitude changes. And that's what I appreciate about every last person just about that I've met outside of America.
Copacabana? Ah,
No,
America.
well, there too. You know,
Yeah.
when you in Copacabana, you know what you're there for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to give it a had to give Copacabana a rest. I moved to Lapa and I haven't looked back. If I come to Lapa, uh, I've been summoned. Somebody asked me to come. Somebody wanted to meet me. Oh, Dree's, I come here. I came to Brazil. I always get the Dree's. I came to Brazil because I watch your channel. Dree's, I come to Brazil because you're blah blah blah. Dree's, won't you come and meet me? So what happens is I end up going to Copacabana to meet them, and things that I might have planned. I might want to go to Parque Lago, the that little place, and I never get to go because I'm always looking out for everybody else or going to places I already been to already. So to anybody that sees me and they're in Rio for the first time, I'm telling you now, I'm not going with y'all to Christ Redeemer. I'm not.
Why not? Why don't you want to go to Christ the
I've been
Redeemer?
there
Just
already. I've been there enough. You know,
ah.
it's like I don't
Oh,
want to go way up there. Been there already. I always wanted to go to the soccer game. Then I was like, am I really into soccer like that? But I'll go check it. I'm gonna check out. They play baseball.
here in Brazil?
Yeah. Oh, see,
Maybe
I can
some
watch.
people.
See, I can
Maybe
go
some
watch some
people.
baseball.
You
You know.
may watch it. but an international channel because Brazilian channel people usually don't like. Soccer is the most popular sport here
Well,
in Brazil.
see, in Fortaleza, I know they playing American football now. So
They love America.
yeah, it seemed like, and speaking of that, it seems like Americanization has started to reach into South America. You know, so like
Oh,
right now, if you look, but here's the problem with Americanization. The problem
why?
with Americanization used to be people outside of America start looking at things that's in America and they start taking on those aspects in their own life. Now, the Americanization simply is buku people getting off the plane and imposing their lifestyle upon you. You know, acting
Mhm.
they coming to your Cartagenas and your Medellins and treating it like it's their Atlanta, treating it like it's their Memphis, New York City, and that's what Americanization is. You know, so if you look like at Colombia, like from Medellin north, you could say everything north of Medellin is pretty much Americanized now. Everybody is acting or doing something like they are in America, and that's kind of like what a majority of the older travelers were trying to get away from, the whole thought process or the whole uh thing that we call matrix. Now you have these kids who don't give a damn about where they're going or what they do when they get there. And they bringing everything from the matrix with them. And then they come in here and they come here and act a fool with your people. And then they going back home Monday. You know, meanwhile you got expats that's living out here who gotta put up with people not resenting them behind some other person that came just for a weekend. Now those people that stay there permanently, they can't live their lives in the manner they should because they have to be on walk on eggshells all the time. You know what I'm saying? Travelmatic said it's some things in the North Zone, but you better have a bulletproof vest on and a translator. Well, like I said, Madureira, that's my stopping zone. Madureira, Pena, uh, I go to Village Inquiry. I don't even know if that's even open now. But Madureira, I'm going to Casa Black, and I think that's where I want to have a party. So I don't know if you go to places like Casa Black, but I like it because it's all a bunch of black people there, and it's fun, you know. And I think when I come back, I want to have me a party there. I don't want to have another party in Copacabana, you know.
They love
Either I'm going to do
Copacabana.
Casa Black or I'm going to do Santa Grau in Lapa, where I can have my landlord get the samba group and they come out and play samba and play bongos and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I came the last time, well, when I was in Lapa the first time, they sent me off by playing music and stuff. You know, I had to find that video. You know what I'm saying? So one of my brothers will be here in a few seconds. You know what I'm saying? The Quinto Fox said Sao Paulo is cool as hell. I really like Paulista Ave. Who don't, man? Who don't, man? You know what I'm
They
saying?
are.
It's cool. It's cool. I personally like the mall because inside the mall they had the Popeyes, and I ain't gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
I was bored as hell until I found Popeyes. When I found Popeyes, I didn't know what to do.
You was like,
When I
oh,
huh? Yeah,
Popeyes. When you saw Popeyes when he came into my area, I was like,
yeah.
oh my
I wasn't
God,
expecting that.
Popeyes. Uh-huh,
I
we
was not
are.
expecting that. You know, I was not expecting to see Popeyes. Carol's like, I'm here. I was like, hold on to me. You know what I'm saying? I was not expecting to see a Popeyes in the middle of Sao Joao. I just was not.
We are popular. We love it. He
But
said São Paulo is cool as hell. I really like Paulista Avenue, né? Avenida Paulista. Que legal.
hey,
Tell me more about your experience there.
see,
Locating Fox. I'm gonna say Fox. May I?
Fox, the
Okay,
Quinto
Fox.
Fox.
Uh-huh.
But
How was your
who's it?
experience, Fox?
Who's it for? No Sao Paulo? You
Yeah?
was in Sao Paulo, huh?
Yeah,
You been there, right?
honestly. Uh-huh. So many
Uh,
times. I went.
Cool.
I used to go more when I was a kid, but nowadays I don't go too much. But I went. Some
¿Cuántos ciudades? How many cities?
Oh, some cities, two cities. There is a place that I love there. It is Aparecida do Norte. Aparecida is like a cathedral. It's huge, you know. It's great. Brazilian people love that place, the cathedral. And the castle. There is a castle here in Rio.
Right.
Did you visit
Man,
that castle?
I know one thing is like this mountain range that's out there that I wanted to go to. I saw like me and you was talking and I was just flipping through I
Mm.
don't know, I was flipping through something and I just happened to see this particular uh this this range and it was a particular way these rocks were set up and I was like it wasn't
Mm.
man made, but how everything's set up, it was like, man, it was just beautiful how it looked. And
It's very beautiful.
since then I have never been able to find that place. And I've been looking and looking and looking. I don't know what the place was called, but it was like I'm pretty sure it was like some type of tourist attraction. But I never could put my finger on what that place was because I never saw a picture of it again. You know,
Mhm.
but for the most part, let's see, am I in the middle?
And I have some students from Santos too. Santos is the place where there is a beach in São Paulo. You can't find the beaches in São Paulo, but Santos is a famous place where you will see it. So if you go to São Paulo, if you need some help, you talk to people in English too. So Santos is a good place to visit.
See, so
Right?
Santos. So I just go. So I could just go to Liberdade in Sao Paulo and just say onde fica Santos.
Onde fica Santos? Yeah, Santos is a
See,
great place. Well, may I ask you the questions? I want to ask you, man. I came here to ask you questions. Can I start?
tá.
Tá, então tá bom. Vamos lá. Vamos continuar as nossas perguntas. Well, I want to know your opinion about the new YouTubers. You are an YouTuber. What do you think about the new YouTubers in your country, maybe in Brazil? I don't know if you know the Brazilian YouTubers, but let's go.
Yeah, I know a few YouTubers in Brazil. I was trying to connect with a few of them, but keeping on topic with the new YouTubers in my area, in my under my umbrella, um,
Mm.
they are not as well rounded, or should I say, they're not as talented. You know, it's like when I came into the whole YouTube thing, it was all about what the people in front of me did, and I just wanted to carry that same tradition of stay in that same form. As compared to the newer YouTubers, they're looking at what we don't do and saying, okay, we're gonna try that. You know, and on top of that, they're doing this whole thing where they feel like, okay, maybe I should start some type of commotion just to get people to pay attention. And when you gotta be, I mean, I understand everybody's not gonna be famous, but right now you got a lot of people that are choosing to be infamous if they can't get famous. So they're doing a whole bunch of BS, you know, wanna pick fights and start fights. Now you got YouTubers and people within the travel community. They're now supposedly fighting each other right now. I don't want to
Why?
say it, huh?
Why are they fighting?
I have no idea, but I was watching a live stream today, and from the looks of it, they what are they fighting over? I have no idea what they're fighting over, but whoever loses the fight, they have to get rid of their YouTube channel. Now I said to myself, that's got to be the dumbest shit ever. You know,
Mm.
what was crazy is these very same YouTubers, majority of them were the news. They stood up against the pickup artists. You know, they stood up against the black women and their follow trains. You know, they stood up against even uh uh Stephanie Habitos. They stood up
Is
against all these the Stephanie.
uh-huh. Is
Uh
Stephanie from Brazil, the girl from Brazil?
Sing, sing. I forgot what you called it the other day. Hot foot or something like. I forgot what y'all call Stephanie Hilbiro. There's some little phrase y'all have for Stephanie Hilbiro over there. What is it? What is that phrase y'all have for that woman? Y'all got some little phrase for that girl over there, because a lot of y'all really don't like her. But y'all got a little phrase I heard about that woman. Put my I can't put my mind on actually what it was. Let's see. I don't think I wrote it down. I didn't write it down, but it's a phrase that y'all use for that woman. But I understand it's a woman and you don't want to tell me what that phrase is, so I'll let it go. But all of these and a majority of these new YouTubers are, we did all of this grandstanding against all these different factions, and now we're starting to implode on each other. And a lot of these people that are doing the imploding or causing the implosion are the newer YouTubers who are trying to do all this kicking up of dust to get their views, to get notoriety. And all it's doing is causing all of us to, just to close in on each other. And that's when I started to notice that about a year ago. And I was like, hey, look, when y'all talk travel, I'll be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna get online with y'all to go back and forth. And then when I see you out and about on the script, we gonna buy drinks. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I see your travel medic, I'll ask in a second. But I'm not. I could answer that for her, but I'm gonna let her answer that later on. But but a lot of the newer travelers, new and YouTubers, or the people who are causing the how should I say, it's causing the problems within the travel community. Like all the older cats, they just sitting up just watching. Like, yeah, I don't know this dude, I don't know that dude, I don't know why y'all following behind this guy like that, blah blah blah. And then it's like, you know what? If that's what y'all doing, I'm just gonna be over here. You know. So that's just where I've been at. It's like if y'all gonna be all this whooping and hollering and fighting with each other, I tell you what, I'm gonna just be over here and mind my business and just do my little videos and my shorts. I ain't gotta necessarily get online and talk with y'all. But the YouTubers, the new YouTubers, they pretty much just do a whole bunch of stuff that is like, somewhat on the obnoxious side, but it's just trying to be known, just trying to be heard, trying to be seen. You know, and plus they don't want to take the time out to grind like everybody else does, like the people before them do. You know,
I think there is a question. Take a look. Today my connection is good, thank God. I can
indeed,
see here, yeah, and I see my
that one.
computer too. Yes,
Would
we
Karen
care.
consider herself a feminist?
A feminist. Why should I be a feminist? So I want to know your idea. What is a feminist in America? I will answer, but I will ask you a question too. Here in Brazil, the feminism isn't like in America, but I can't say I'm a feminist. I'm just a woman,
Mhm.
the woman.
Yes.
So
Well,
um, I think this thing in America, people they may attack each other, I don't know if they attack other girls or attack men, but here in Brazil, when a woman is a feminist, it isn't the same thing like in America. A
right.
feminist back in the day, this woman wanted to make money. She wanted to be, you know, working. She needed respect, just that. But in America, I don't know this feminism right now. So, Dries, could you tell me, explain more? Because as I told you, when we were talking, the cultures are different. What is a feminist in America?
A feminist in America? A feminist in America is pretty much a woman that wants to be a man too. They want
Really?
to assume all. They want to assume all positions. And listen, I don't know why. Excuse me. It's a
Uh-huh.
grown ass man that's watching me on YouTube right now that decides to call me while I'm live. Stop fucking doing that, man. Shit. Excuse me.
Don't worry.
but they want to assume position all across the board. They want to be mom and dad. They want to be brother and sister. They want to be uncle and auntie. And then when something don't work, the first thing they want to do is go and get mad at all the people that's supposed to be dad, or the people that's supposed to be the brother, or the people that's supposed to be the son, and say, "Oh, why you not helping?" Well, look, you want to do everything, so you got to assume everything for that. And the thing is, when it all boils down, everything that a majority of these feminists want, they realize they have a certain uh it's a certain thing that they have to provide to get that, but they don't want to put forth any effort due to but our government is what makes uh a lot of these feminists who they are, what they are. Like it's a lot of it's a lot of things that have been given to women that they did not earn. Like certain things like within the family, and like with the child support and all that really did was just destroy a lot of families. And due to the fact that they have been given this autonomy, or been given this entitlement, it's like if something goes wrong, it's like they instantly become absolved of any wrongdoing, you know. And so it's always they could be in the worst situation, but they get to keep their nose high and look down upon everybody else like they're nothing, and that's what's making a majority of men turn the other way. Go to it's making men go to DR. It's making men go to Panama. It's making men go to other places, But with now they just think, they get to, it's sure to show you how much of entitlement they have. They could come online and say anything to anybody, but if they were to say something, but somebody say something back and it's true, they get to play the victim role, you know. And
Mm.
feminist is a feminist in America is something that doesn't really need to be. If they just became just regular women like they should be, a lot of the problems would not exist, because a lot of the reasons why we have all of these entitlements are the same reasons why we have so much discombobulation in our community.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, I think when a woman is okay, when she is okay and inside, she wants to do what they're doing right now. So that's why people have to. Oh my God.
See, well, all I can tell you is I enjoy how quote unquote feminists are in other
Uh-huh.
places, but the feminists here, uh, and even worse are the male feminists. You know, the women, excuse me, the men who, when women do, you know, foul stuff, they'll be like, oh, you not for instance, I'm in I'm in Medellin, and there was this drunk girl, and
Mm.
there was this guy trying to stop her from going out to the street or something like that. And what happened was he was a bodyguard. He protects the club or whatever. And when he grabbed the girl, and the girl was swinging and spitting and kicking it, and he was like, "That's enough." And so when she spit on him and hit him again, he just, you know, took a good and and just almost, just knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized, see, in America, you wouldn't have been able to do that, because somebody would have said, okay, that's a woman. That woman should be allowed to spit on you, should be allowed to kick you and punch you, but you shouldn't do nothing back because you are a man. See, we've been taught to whatever a woman do to us, we supposed to just suck it up and go on about our business. But down in South America, there's that thing called machismo, and they let these women in South America know, hey, look, you can't do that. You need to stay in your place. You know, but that is why um, you have so many people that are trying to go to other countries right now, especially just trying to deal with other. It's not really trying to go deal with other women. It's trying to just find a different setting for people that are a different setting for feminine people. So it's like the mindset of a Panamanian is different from the mindset of an American. Just like the mindset of a Panamanian may be different from the mindset of somebody in the next country like Colombia. But whose mindset would I rather consider? The Americans, or the field? And right now, myself, as well as the majority of the other people in this chat room, they're considering the field. But it has nothing to do with the women. It has a lot to do with the rigors of what we call the matrix. A lot of the people that are here right now are travelers of age. And what we got away from with this whole mindset, this whole thought process of what America does to us. It had nothing to do with when we first started traveling, it wasn't about women. You know, that was like we get to a place, we happy that we're not in America no more. And if we see a woman, we like, whoo, good. But now it's, oh, all y'all doing is getting on a plane for a woman. All y'all doing is going over here and just playing with the. But that's the new cats. Why? Because it's the new cats that's going, oh man, you go to DR with just $20. You get this, you get this, you go and get this. And they actually had dudes that actually thought they could go over to DR with $20 and have fun with a woman. That's not the case, you know. And besides, to all of y'all young folks, y'all got y'all math fucked up big time, big time. You know what I'm saying? But they really thought they could do that. But those are the people that's doing all the plundering and being loud and all the dumb, all the foolishness. You're not seeing that from somebody 45, 48. You ain't seeing none of that, you know. But it's all the people that all the stuff that's going on. What's like the last thing you heard from a American or something that went happen with American? How old was it? 20, 20s, 22, 25. Austin Holloman age. You know what I'm saying? It's always the younger, the old folks. Yeah, the older folks just trying to get away and just get out of, the rat race called America. It don't even have nothing to do with no female. You know. It's just been like for the older traveler, for the up in age traveler, it always has been uh to meet a decent woman, that pretty much is icing on the cake. It was never first priority. Not to say that, we don't care, give a damn about women. It's just that the priority, priority number one of getting out of the matrix was exactly that, getting out of the matrix. But it had nothing to do with a woman at first.
It became a matrix because America was always influencing other countries. Nowadays, your country influences other countries too, but people from Brazil don't know what happens in your country. Everybody thinks your country. I'm not saying bad things about your country, but nobody knows about this subject: feminism, women sometimes against men. Why and when your country became this matrix? Tell me.
It's always been that. I mean, they've always been trying to pull a wool over your eyes to hide you from a simple fact that America is really this. They've always tried. They've always done that. You always thought America always meant peace, but when you look at the American government, they always was sending people and going into other governments and creating wars and coups and stuff like that. That's always been America. Yeah, we gonna be very violent. We gonna be very this, very that, but the whole while we gonna put this wool over your eyes and just hopefully you just don't see the bad shit about us. You know what I'm saying? And what it is with us as younger people, we starting to realize what the wrong shit is with America, and it's like, okay, we need to separate from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do I want to tell you about it? No, I don't. What I want to do is be able to, present myself to you without the weight of the matrix on my shoulder. So you see a solid me, a decent me, a happy me. And that's what that was all about. But this whole thing about the matrix, it was just the whole mindset of what happens to you here with the cops, with the Karens, with the racist whites, with the even with the sometime blacks, because I'll be honest with you, as much as we can sit up here and talk about white people this, white people that, white people never treated me nowhere near as bad as somebody that looks like me. And that's another part of the matrix. You also have people that look like you. Like, for instance, when I finally caught wind of going international traveling again, it was people trying to stop me from that. But the majority of people that were trying to stop me from that were people who never knew what it was like outside. A lot of people that I grew up around, they only knew that block. They only knew that script, that street, that hood, that city. That's it. I'm in New Orleans. There are people in the downtown part of New Orleans. Let's just say like this. Let's say downtown is Baja Tijuca. Uptown is Sajewa. We all in the same city, but it's people that live in Baja that never been to Sajewa, and it's people that in Sajewa that never been to Baja. It took a complete disaster. It took a complete disaster to make people from this city leave this city and go somewhere else. But we don't move around like that. It's like a whole bunch of people don't move around, and a lot of people that was advising me, don't do this, don't do that, were people that don't see this. People that didn't see what I saw when I came to South Wild. They didn't see what I saw when I went to Fortaleza and Moema and all these other places. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that. All they see is what they get off of Netflix and watching tutorials about Colombian drug laws and stuff like that. That's what they know. What the Matrix taught them. But once you get out the Matrix and you see what's going on out in other countries, my first trip outside of the Matrix again, when I went back international traveling, I guess about a decade ago, I didn't get a different outlook on what Colombia was. I got a different outlook on what America was, because the whole while America taught me, okay, you got these people over here, they sell drugs. Escobar killing his own people, but when I go to Colombia, the whole neighborhood where Escobar lived is a tourist attraction. And I'm walking around this tourist attraction like, okay, I'm supposed to be getting shot or stabbed or be getting bombed right now, and that's not happening. So if anything, I got a different aspect or thought process about what America was when I got outside of America, because America will have you to believe while you're inside that America is the best, that America is the best place to be. And I told you the main reason what you want to come to America for anyway, and that's for you to get your job, get you some money, and go on back to wherever you come from. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing. I'm trying to make some money and come to where you at, but they have this hole where, certain things are happening, and it's like they find a way to hold on to you. So you gotta be like, right now, I could tell you there's somebody in this chat room right now that's looking to leave and get out and go abroad. But he knows I can't get no trouble, I can't get no tax debt, I can't go to jail, I can't have no baby with no chick. It's certain things that we want to do that we know that we cannot do, because if we step out of line, we get held accountable for everything. So it's certain things that, yeah, I want to go out. Yeah, I want to go and splurge and have fun out in the city all the time, but I can't do that, because eventually one day I wanna have a pull up or on Copacabana Beach one day. And I can't do that if I got a felony and I can't leave the country. If I get a felony, I can't leave the United States. Well, depending on what kind of felony, but if I go to jail and do stuff, there's certain things I won't be able to do anymore, because they take our freedoms bit by bit.
No.
So before I lose them all, it's best for me to get out of here. And let me give a shout out to Mr. G1804. He says, feminism in America isn't just women fighting for equal rights. They're motivated at hating everything about men. Well,
but why? my question is why? Why are women against men?
All right.
I
All
can't
right.
understand.
Let me tell you why. In this case, let's just take black women and black men. I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
what the deal is. A long time ago, white people realized if they wanted to get to a black man, they realized, well, to get to any men or group of men, you have to go through the women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they focused on. So they spent a long time pairing racist white, put it this way, racist white men, it's to the point that right now, racist white men and black women, they pretty much have the same ideals. It's like they're on opposite, yes, they're on opposite sides of the same coin. This is why you get the hate for black men that you get from women.
Uh-huh.
They're on opposite sides of the same coin, you know, and the whole thing is, you know, black women were fawn over white people, white men. And so for us them being on that coin, they'll try to get on the other side of the coin and the white man is going, oh no, I put you on this other side of the coin. I need you to handle your man. So this is how they got so much vitriol for us. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why, but I don't know why they don't understand it. They're being duped. But if you are being benefited for doing certain things, you gonna act like you can be like you being exalted for everything. You know, it's gonna be like, okay, I didn't do any wrong when shit, you did a lot of wrong, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I
It
wish I had some more brothers up here because as far as
is.
feminism, I don't have children. So it's certain things that other men can tell you about that go
Mm-hmm.
way deeper than what I can go. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Shout out to Mr. Dakins. He says in America, feminists see themselves as equals and want to compete with men. That part too. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they want to be mama and daddy, aunt and
Right.
uncle.
I think we have to analyze the families in your country. I think everything starts when people are kids. I don't know if you can understand my point of view, but I think this crazy stuff is happening because of something that hurts people. I don't know what it is, but maybe I don't know what the feminists see when they are at home. If they have their parents together, for example, here in Brazil, marriage is something that people like. We respect the marriage. It's something that people look for, but I don't know. And when a person grows up and their lives, when his or her life actually is a mess, this person will try to attack everyone. I don't see any reason to mistreat people just because, oh, I will hate you. For example, Dries, I see you say, no, 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 I don't like you, I hate you. Why? I think it is something that is hurting them, and I really don't know. And as a Brazilian, my word of advice is don't attack them. Try to understand because these people don't need your anger. They need, like patience. They need
Yeah,
love. They need attention, and that's why they're attacking, attacking, attacking. Because happy people, there is a Brazilian saying, happy people don't bother anybody. If you
true.
see somebody attacking, especially on the internet actually, sorry, my accent.
True. It's kind of different here.
Hmm.
It's always the people who are happy that get attacked here. You know, America is
No,
so
no,
backwards.
no. People, they will
America,
fake their emotions. They will say, especially on the internet, on the social media, when people say, I'm happy, they post pictures, they buy things, but inside, I think they aren't okay. Because when, for example, I have a student, her name is Selena. This girl is a young girl, from Brazil, and she went to Paris. The girl went to Paris. She didn't post any picture. She took pictures. She was showing us, but she didn't post. It means I don't need to show anything. Can you
yeah,
understand my point of view? I don't
yeah,
want to show. I don't want to say what I'm buying. No, because when a person is happy, the person is just happy. We don't need approval. So that's why I'm telling you, if you see somebody acting like that, don't offer your anger.
Right.
Try to comprehend. I'm not saying, oh, stay around this person, talk to this person. No, but I think this person is suffering inside. This person just doesn't know how to deal with this pain. So,
True. Question:
mhm.
Does Carol align with Stephanie Habito's feminist views?
I want to know her views. Tell me her views, and I may say, because I really don't know anything about her. I know she's Brazilian. There was something, I think, an online issue with a guy from America, but I don't know her point of view. We may come from the same country, but I don't know, enough information, pieces of
True.
information about her. So, Dries, do you know her point
Nah,
of view?
nah, nah, nah. I was gonna speak with her, but then when I found out when I went and did some when Austin was in trouble, I don't know the man from the can of paint, but I was finna go and speak to the lady for the man. But once I went and spoke to somebody and found out he was already at the airport and going home, well, supposed to have went home, I let it all go, because the man out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? But it was hard for me to understand what that dude had did that made everybody so upset until I started watching this video. And that's when I realized what made everybody upset, you know. And to this day, everybody was like, man, the man ain't do nothing. Um, the main reason why people feel like he didn't do anything because he painted with a broad brush. And in Brazil and Colombia, South America, period, just everywhere outside of America, there's a lot of people who have a thing called pride. And he said something that was critical of the woman. Now, if he'd have just stuck to just that woman in his rant, he'd have been all right. But he said something, and he said, "Oh, that's why y'all da 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 da," and it went from just that woman to all Brazilians. And those people have pride, and that's how I feel like Stephanie was like. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie was like the way she was. You know what I'm saying? I got another question. I do. Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
So here's another question for you. Does Carol see herself as Preta, Pardo, or Indio?
Guys, I am everything. The Brazilian DNA. I think
I
we have
told y'all.
aliens, the alien DNA.
See?
Man, we have colorful families here. I can't
Yeah.
say I see myself as a black woman, but I have the Portuguese DNA, the indigenous DNA, maybe the alien DNA too. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Maybe. Hmm. But yes, indeed. But shout out to Michael for what's going on with your players. Shout out to Travelmatic as well as to Mr. G for the donations. Appreciate y'all. 25 people in the chat. Please make sure you wipe your foot on the rug. We are here. Late night Drees 158. Me and Carol, we're doing it again. I don't know how many more questions she got, but somebody supposed to be helping me answer these damn questions, because I don't have all the answers. Somebody might have a different perspective because when it comes to speaking about women, somebody might have
You.
been married, somebody might have been divorced, somebody might have had kids, somebody might have had a daughter. They could answer questions, and those answers could vary. So this woman could get a true understanding about us. You
Mm-hmm.
know. hmm I see
Oh
that.
my
I
God.
see that. Well, you got to understand something, man. They were they were they ain't gonna disrespect their folk for you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna look out for their people. They ain't gonna. So yeah, she gonna let her. If she dance a little bit, she dance a
Oh,
little
but
bit,
I'm
but she
black
ain't gonna.
too.
She ain't gonna. Don't kill her, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't kill her.
I'm
Don't
like
kill
a layer cake.
her. Indeed. So next, you got another question?
Oh my God. But
Next question.
obviously, I can say I am 99% black because I love the African culture. The African culture here in Brazil is so strong. Even white people respect the African culture here, you know? When
Yeah.
they, it's crazy. It's crazy because I see this contrast. In America, we have this problem, feminism, and here in Brazil, black and white. Obviously, I'm not saying that we don't have problems. I always repeat this sentence. We have problems here. There are stupid people here in Brazil too, but I think it isn't so strong like in the USA. I mean, when people attack, like, oh, because of
Yeah.
your color, I've seen it. Man, it is horrible, in my opinion. When a person attacks you just because of your color, oh no, people think they won't die. They will, I don't know, become a star maybe. Because
Mm.
when we die, man, the bones are the same. The grave won't choose, oh no, you will be different when you die. No, we gotta respect everyone. And I think, so thank God we are different here. Not only here, yeah, there are different people. Imagine everyone with
Yes.
the same face, the same characteristics. Would be
Yeah.
horrible. Thank God we are different. Thank God we have Melanie. We have these shades. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
I love my shade. I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah.
know, love my shade. I really do. I
Mhm.
just really do. You have any more questions? Are we done? Are we
Uh,
done?
okay, so I'm gonna ask you my questions. Let's go, Dries. Let's come back. I was interviewing you about love and relationships. There are more questions. Okay, question number one. So, when you travel abroad to meet a girl, do you prefer a spendthrift or a saver?
Wait. Did you say a freak?
No, no, no. Spendthrift. A woman who likes to spend money. Spendthrift.
Spin three? What is that?
Spendthrift. Don't you know this word? Maybe this word is from England. Okay, okay. A spender.
Yeah, that
A shopaholic. It's better. Yeah, because
uh
I studied words.
a shopaholic? No, no. I mean, I rather somebody that's just content with themselves and don't have to
Uh-huh.
buy everything and keep up with the
Hmm.
Joneses and stuff like that. Like
Uh-huh.
like I'm a black person and I
Hmm.
know I was with women who buy shit and they go buy stuff from certain retailers and like for instance Gucci.
Mm.
Gucci, the man who made Gucci, he don't like black people. Yet it's
Really?
black people who, yeah. The uh the guy who made Hilfiger, I'm pretty sure y'all probably still wear Hilfiger in Brazil. But he was like, if I knew that black folk was gonna buy my product, I never would have made it. And guess what? Black people kept on buying the same his product, made him richer. Don't understand it, but that's just what we do. But a spender, uh, nah, I don't need a spender. You know, I don't need a spender. I could use a saver. You know, I could definitely use a saver because a saver, you know, when it never know, it might be we chilling at the apartment and it's a mudslide. We might need to leave. You know, so that person that got all them Chanel bags, they gonna end up getting drowned because they're gonna be trying to drag their bags out the house. I'm gonna leave it right there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but nah, spender, no, don't
So
need
it
a
is
spender.
something that American women really like, buying expensive brands, like
Right.
Gucci,
I
and
mean,
other
yes,
things.
for the
Does it
majority. Oh,
bother
go.
men when they spend money?
Yes, because the money that they spend ain't theirs. The money that they spend, it belongs either in the bank or it belongs on the children or the family members they have. But a
Mm-hmm.
majority of the women around this way, it's a lot of people that they really just give a shit about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I see.
You
Oh
see.
my God. And when you travel abroad, do you see any difference? Do women save more money? What have you seen?
Well, I can't really speak on the saving more money moving from country to country uh because the how should I say the currency gap is so wide, you know. So I can look at you and tell that you take care of yourself, you take care of your bank account well. You know what I'm saying? Now I've seen women. I know women that's in Copacabana. They they working at night, but at the same time, I see them. We'll be chilling at Mad, we'll have something to drink, we'll have something to eat, we'll chill out or whatever. And then when I go back to America, I look on WhatsApp, I see the same girl over in Copenhagen. So I'm like, okay, she was in she was in Mavs 2, 3 years ago. We was eating filet mignon, and now this girl is in Germany. What is Copenhagen? Denmark. You know, way over there. So I'm like, damn, how y'all go from hot ass Brazil to cold ass Denmark like that? Save your money, you know. But but yeah, I'd rather have a saver than a spender.
I see. Well, here in
Those
Brazil, the girls don't care too much about brands. I think it is a good piece of information. And certain girls like when they make money, but I've seen even a girl who is a millionaire. I don't know if you've heard about a singer. She is both a singer and actress from Brazil. Her name is Larissa Manoela. The girl is filthy rich, and she goes to the beach to eat corn.
she goes to
To
the
drink
beach
to
to
eat corn, to eat corn.
nothing wrong with that. She could just buy a lot of corn. That's all. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with
no,
that.
but she's very simple. Even rich people here in Brazil, when a person is wealthy, we, you know, we
Right,
don't care too much. I think it is another difference
right.
between Brazil and North America.
So nobody tried to rob her. Nobody tried to take anything from her. Nobody. So she just out there rich by herself.
Yeah, she's rich, but she doesn't care. She
Okay.
is simple. We are more simple, I think.
Well,
And
send her to a beach in Florida and let niggas know she got money. Watch what happens.
mhm.
She had a National Guard out there behind her.
European countries.
Shoot, let's shoot. Factory. They love them. Yes. But, you know,
Mhm.
that's they got the that's where they simps at. You know. They simps over there in uh Spain, um uh Iceland, uh Greenland, Denmark. Yeah. They got simp outposts out there, you know. And
Mhm.
it's cats sending for them way out there, you know. But if that's what they got to do to get their paper, I ain't finna knock them. I ain't finna give them the paper. That's for sure. I ain't finna get it to 'em. Don't get on the
So,
plane, bitch.
uh, no, 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 go ahead, sorry.
Now I was just saying, I ain't finna give them no money. Go on, get on the plane. Next question.
Okay, next question. Well, I want to know not only your opinion, Bruce, but also, guys, type it, all right? So, boys, what is something girls do that you really dislike apart from spending too much money?
Uh,
You can,
Not spending.
yeah, write a list. Number two, number three.
All right, one, they take that money and spend it on some shit they ain't got no business spending it on. All right,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an instance. Um, I let a girl move in with me, right? When she moved in, I had the lights on, I had the electric on, I had the cable on, all that. Everything was set. But her, first thing she do, she get on her phone, she looking at the TV. Ah, Dre, you only got ESPN. I said, well, that's all I need in this motherfucker. If you want, I need to get HBO. I said, well, you need to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't have call waiting on your phone. You need to get call waiting. No, you need to pay for it. 3 months. Guess what I didn't have? I didn't have a phone. I didn't have cable. Guess what this girl go do? Cause she don't have a phone, and guess this girl go get she already don't have no money. She goes charge $300 on her credit card for a mobile phone. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and this was back when mobile phones in your car used to look like this. They'd come in a box this big. You know what I'm saying? So off top, I'm like, so you get my phone cut off after I had it on when you came here. You get my cable cut off after you done came here and said you want this and that. You supposed to pay for that. Ah, but you supposed to provide. I said, okay, okay. So I was like, what you finna get into today? Oh, I'm finna go to so and so. So when she left, I went and got the landlord. I need you, hey, look, big. Somebody tried to come in here. What I did was when she left, I went and got my tire iron out my car and I went and hit the dope, you know. Why I do that? So I could go and report that to I go report that to the landlord. The landlord come and change the lock, give me new keys. Case in point, you won't go mess up all my stuff. Oh, you gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So they will spend money on the wrong shit. They will put wants over necessity all the time. It was a skit, but this girl had went into her boyfriend's bank account to get money to go to the Beyonce concert. But the money in the account
I know this story. I know.
But the money in the account was for the little girl to go. Was the money in the account was for the man to get his daughter a heart transplant. And the girl is up there like, I wanted to go to concert. You ain't bring me to the concert. Well, tell your baby mama about it. I was like, see, stuff like that. That'll get that'll get you punched. You should get punched for that. You know, and you honestly should get punched. Listen, I'm being totally honest with you right now. If if we could just haul off and just slap one person just one time, America would be way better. But due to the fact that they allow women to just do us anything, and we supposed to just suck this shit up. The only option we really got is to just leave these mothers alone. The only option we got is to go get us a white woman. The only option we got is to go get us a Spanish woman. Because dealing with a black woman and she get to do what she get to do, and we can't check it, we gonna, you know, we're gonna mess around and kill ourselves. You know, so I've seen so much happen. I done seen um brother get with the girl messing around on him, the girl go have a baby for another dude, still be with him. You know, then he looking at the baby, but a lot of these dudes is teen moms, so they gonna go with the girl, and before you know it, they done made a second baby with this girl instead of left that girl with her and someone else's child. So now you dealing with somebody else's child, and they get to put it. And by the time your child comes, they put their first child on. So now you got a child that look like you and a child that don't. And it's just so many different crazy situations that we get put in. And the best thing you could do is just keep your condom on. You know, we get into so much trouble just behind thinking we in love or thinking anything, but spend money on the wrong shit. Put put wants over necessities. You know what I'm saying? Um, when you and when you catch them in there, uh, when you tell them the error of their ways, it's like a majority of them don't give a shit. They're still going to do what they're going to do. Like, especially if somebody like a chick had a kid for you, they would use that kid against you in every way, shape, form possible. You know what I'm saying? They'll use it in every way except for the right way. You know, but but it's most of them three things. You know, put wants over needs. Put and don't give a shit about what you got going on. It's all about them. It's just and the best thing you could do is just you know well, definitely don't make babies. Just don't make babies with them. You can't make babies with them. But fortunately, there's a you know somebody got to somebody got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? You know, won't be me, but yeah, those three factors right there. That's three of the things that you can't hold, and they will. And as much as you hold them accountable, they'll say, "Oh, it's not my fault. Oh, it's something else." They always pointing the finger at something else, always blaming something else. And what's worse, they're now teaching this this BS attitude to our children. So now our children are wayward, and I don't know. Team Mom is not the best team in America. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'll stop right there before I get into trouble. I need some of these men that, because there's a couple cats in the comment section that's kind of married and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they can answer the question probably better than I can. I asked them to show up, but trust me, when I get off this phone, I'm gonna be doing some cussing in a minute. You know, and I guess one of my partners mad because I cursed him out. I'm like, dude, you see me live on screen, dude. Why are you calling? You know, but I guess he's gonna play that mad shit when I get off the phone. So whatever it is, it is.
And another question: what are you looking for? You told me the things that bother you, and I want to know what are you looking for right now. You know, for example, you told me that you want to travel to meet somebody. By the way, I remember that girl from. Posso falar? Posso falar sobre isso? May I?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, eu vou falar. That girl from Rio you were talking to. Don't you remember? The girl from Bom Sucesso, guys.
No,
I don't know if he has a girlfriend, but he had a girlfriend from Brazil.
no, I did not. I was going to meet somebody from Bom Sucesso, but they didn't tell me they lived in Mari. So when they told me they lived in Mari, they wanted me to get out and walk through the catwalk, and then walk into the courtyard, and nah, not doing that. That was too much, you know. So I just went home. Like I told you, I should have stayed. I should have stayed where I was at. I was better off there, you know.
Oh man, but you were so happy talking to her. I saw you.
Yeah, it was cool all the way until I had to go on the projects. Yeah, I ain't messing with that, you know. And I just hated it. And I saw the girl walking toward the car, and uh and the driver said, Kelly Menina, and I said, no, let's go. Vamos. And I just let the girl just left. I was like, nah, I'm not
I
doing
saw
this.
you were typing things like, oh my god, meu amor, meu isso, meu aquilo. Até eu pensei, tá namorando, hein?
Right. But I should have stayed. I should have stayed. I was cool where I was at, but you know, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna do any new friends. But
DreeZ is a good boy.
yeah, I try. Thank you.
Tá tentando, né? Fala.
But what was that question?
No,
Oh,
there's
what am I
some
looking?
questions here. Okay. So do girls ask boy out in America?
Hell no.
No?
No.
Oh, Deus.
No. They expect you to do everything. Like
Oh,
they
really?
literally expect you to do everything.
Uh-huh.
You know, they don't do anything. They don't do shit. They expect you to do everything. You know, it's
But when
like,
you try, they don't want to talk to you. Don't want to be with you.
well, when you try to be cordial, you know, it's like, you know, you can't, like, for instance, like how we went and had acai. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't have no acai with no chicken America. Chicken,
Mm-hmm.
chicken, chicken America want to drink that costs $46. You know, and the thing about it, it could be a nasty ass drink. She just want to see if you're gonna buy it or not. You know what I'm saying? But in her mind, if you buy the drink, in her mind, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? So when a girl did me that, you know what I did? I bought the drink. Guess what I did? I drank it. You're not gonna play me. You know what I'm saying? I would play myself, but that was the best $46 drink I ever had. You know what I'm saying?
You buy 5 bottles.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that extra stuff to try to impress you. If I can't walk up to you and say hello, or and walk up to your daddy and say hello, I don't want to do none of that. You know, You know, I like going and meet people's mothers and fathers like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? We live in this world where we are so inclined with being online. We don't know what it's like to walk up to somebody no more and be like, "Hello, mio nome yet." You know, we don't know what that's really like anymore. We don't know what it's like anymore to meet somebody and then on Sunday go have family dinner with her mother and father, his mother and father. You know, that's what me and my brother used to do with our ladies. We still do that to this day. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that with this generation they just don't know how to do anymore because it's been something that has been taken out of their lives that normally show them the formalities of how to do this to get from point A to point B. And those things that I'm talking about are called fathers. You have more fathers here, you have way more cordial kids. You have more fathers, you have more cordial travelers. You understand? You have more cordial travelers as well. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as we sit up here and talk all this, red pill that, a lot of these cats is blue pill AF because a lot of these niggas came up solely with just moms. Don't think we all had dads. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas had moms too. So a lot of these niggas have that, you know, it's a lot of people don't have, you know, the positive and negative charge. You know what I'm saying? You need mom and pops to be evenly yoked. And a lot of us come from unevenly yoked homes, as I covered that point earlier. You know what I'm saying? Well, in the last time we talked. But, you know, it's a lot of things that have been stripped away from us that we really need. It's essential to us. But the main reason it was purposely stripped from us, forced to have us discombobulated as people, you know, and the things that we lost, sometimes we not gonna get them back. And only thing we really have is, uh, you know, thoughts of like we used to say the old days. You know what I'm saying? Wish we could get the old days back. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we live in this new era with you know where everything just I don't know, everything is just a clusterfuck right now, and with just everything is just so you know convoluted and so much. This is connected to this is intertwined to that, and it's just a big mess. And the best thing you could do in this matrix is just leave. You know, I can tell you just by it's 16 people in it, 15 people in the chat outside myself. I guarantee you, I can tell you that when all 15 people leave out this chat and they leave out of this country and they go, we don't watch. Only thing we might watch in America is ESPN. We're not gonna watch Fox.
The
We're
channel.
not gonna watch NBC. We don't want to see none of the only thing we want to see is if our team won. Because we just trying to unwind. A majority of it is just a majority of us that's on the beach in Copacabana right now, we just trying to unwind because we got a hard ass time when we here in the start when we're here in the States, you know? And again, a majority of us, like a lot of the dudes that's like over 35, a lot of them dudes, they were just traveling to get that weight off their shoulder. Like for instance, if I see this guy in the club, I might size him up, he might size me up, we might fight. You know what I'm saying? But if I see him at the airport in GIG, if I see him at the airport at GRU or SDU, oh, oh, what's up, cuz? Oh man, I'm glad to see you. You made it. You know, we hugging and fist bumping and shit. Why? Because we fucking happy. We ain't dealing with the rat race right now. We don't have this shit on our shoulders. We don't have this weight of this matrix on our shoulders. And it's so relieving. But at the same time, I have a mother. And guess what my mother said? I don't want you to go. And I'm be honest with you. Majority of women here in the States want niggas to be miserable.
Why?
They're miserable. They love company. You know, see, well, I'm not even gonna say that. That's something I need to say to brothers because you probably wouldn't understand where I would go with that statement. So I'm gonna stay away from that. But miserable. A lot of people want you to be miserable here. But they try to make it, they try to excuse it for, oh, I want you to be safe. Now, a lot of people want you to be miserable. So shout out to all the people who follow their own thought processes and make their own moves and live their best lives. I.e., rest in peace, Kenny Ken Ken. Because at the end of the day, I knew what the brother was going through. And if you knew what you was going through and your days were numbered, you do everything in your power the way he did. Kenny Ken Ken, rest in peace. Now, this is what I really want to get at. A lot of these people don't want to see us lead, because, a lot of people in America, they just want to be your personal black cloud, if that makes sense. They want to just hang on you and take from you. And next thing when, I'm telling you, it's a lot of people right now that when you got a car or they call you, they text you, they this, that, they everything. But your car break down and you on the bus. I got friends I ain't talked to since I lost my car. Do I have a car? Yeah. But guess who don't know I got a car? Niggas that don't call me no. You know why? Because when you see me in the car, you know what you're getting? Beep beep. I'm not stopping for you. You know what I'm saying? People like to be around you only for just to be around you just to see how long they could get this from or get that from. And this is some of the rigors that of what we go through in America. And it was crazy. The people who do this to you are people we call friends, family, loved ones. This is America, and this shit is crazy.
Deus do céu. Jesus.
This is America, and this shit is crazy.
Guys, we have a different point of view about America because when we grow up, we see American movies, and all we see is, oh, everybody makes money, everybody's happy, American dream, and blah blah blah. And talking to you Americans, I don't know the correct word to say what I feel right now. I'm not impressed.
You should be. You shouldn't be.
No, it is more. It is more. It's higher.
Right. So you're not impressed, but explain that to me.
No, man, because I came from a culture where it isn't like that, especially the way people treat each other. Here in Brazil, if you go to the supermarket, if I go to the supermarket right now, okay, it is late right now, but okay, make believe I went to the supermarket, I will be there making friends. I will leave that place making 5 friends. Nobody cares if you're making money or not. Nobody wants to know your position. If you are the president, if you are, I don't know, a soccer player or a football player, we don't care.
Right.
We really don't care. As I told you about Larissa Manoela, the girl who is rich. And we like this contact here in Brazil. Oh, no, right. I will just go out with you if you are tall, if you're strong. You have to take me to an expensive restaurant. Man, we have food at home here. It is unthinkable.
Food at home. Y'all got a restaurant every block. If you walk one block in Copacabana, you might pass up about 36 donut shops. I like how many donuts do y'all eat in a day? It'll be a little place with the hamburger meat right here. Then there'll be another place they got acai and apple slices. This place here they got peaches and cream. I like, man, how these people go hungry out here? You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people go hungry out here because there's always something to eat. They stay with something to eat. They stay cooking some kind of little pastry or some little lemon drop cookie or biscoito or something like that. It's always something. Somebody got. Don't tell y'all stay with pizza and hamburger. Y'all keep a pizza and hamburger somewhere. What it's crazy.
Brazilian people like snacks. We like hamburgers. I can't judge you guys. I won't blame you because on weekends we eat fast food, but we can prepare it too. It's very traditional here in Brazil. People cook. We really care about the things that we eat. And it's so funny when you told me that you gotta take the girl to an expensive restaurant. But what do they ask? What do they order when they go there? You have to buy something very expensive too, extremely overpriced. Something
Well,
like lobster.
yeah. See, like the last time I took a girl out, all right,
Uh,
it was just one of these places where, all right, you
mhm,
just sit down, you order your plate there, bring it out, whatever. But it was like she ordered Belgian waffles. I'm like, all right, cool. I pay, all right. Pay for the Belgian waffles, pay for it. She bought another plate. I'm like, all right, get that. Then
mhm,
it went to, I need to get me a plate of red bean for tomorrow. I'm like, red bean?
mhm,
Oh, bitch, it's 6 in the morning, you know? But she thought I was just gonna pay for all this shit that was, and she ran up the bill from like maybe $12 for what she actually ate, and the other $30 of stuff that she bought, she just brought home. So when I got her to the house, I reached for one of the plates. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, I
mhm.
tell you what, you have a good night. I'm gonna keep this right here. Ah, you bought that for me. I said, you're wrong. I bought that. I bought that. You know, you know. And the thing about it, the reason why I took the plate is because after I knew that she bought all of this stuff, the Belgian waffles that she wanted at first, she didn't eat. So you playing with my wallet right now. So this, I come through. I come through. I come and hang with you. I come and chill, smoke with you, whatever. You know, might even, have a little quality time. But take you anywhere, not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these women don't realize just as much as they feel like they slick and trying to do stuff to people, they take themselves out of being having people that want to do things for them. You understand? So like that's just like if you want me to do something for you, but you're not being reciprocal with it. Eventually, I'm gonna stop doing it.
Mhm.
If I come by you, that's just like, and then that's just like, all right. You ever had a friend that like you text and you text at 7:30, but they don't respond to your text till 8:45? You know, they act like they ain't never around their phone, but then when you get around them, every 5 minutes they on the phone. A lot of these people do.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these
Copy.
people. Yeah, a lot of these people act like they go from acting like they don't have time to acting like they have no time. They
Mhm.
go from acting like they don't have time to acting like they do it. They go from acting like they do have time to they don't have time. And
Mhm.
and it's all because they think you're not gonna just because you're a dude and you're supposed to just suck all this shit up that you're not gonna stop. You're just gonna keep on,
Mhm.
okay, I'll take you to the mall next week. No, I'm gonna stop taking you to the mall, period.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and the thing about it, when you realize and the thing about it when like it used to be like I could tell a chick she's wrong. Like I used to mess with a girl that was older than me.
Mhm.
And when she was wrong, I used to be like, hey chick, you wrong for that, just wrong. And it'd be like, yeah, you're right. And then it'll be like I could be in the same situation with a girl that's my age or younger, and they won't take accountability for nothing. So it's like, damn, the women that's my age are kind of like wrecked, you know. So like, do I make do I? It just made more sense after a while. It didn't make sense to get in no relationship with these women no more. It just made sense just to have sex and move on. I wouldn't after age 25. I wasn't in no relationships. It was literally pretty much going from sex scene to sex scene, pretty much. Men in this chat room can agree. It
Mhm.
wasn't no relationship. It was just sex. So it's like that's all. After and as I got older, I started like, damn, all these women that claim they smart and educated, the only thing that they got in common is sex. Like go look at YouTube right now. Or better, go look at Instagram. You can go look at Instagram and find that educated black woman. I guarantee you, before you see a diploma, you might see 30, 40 pictures of of backside. You know, they prioritize the wrong shit. Like, if you just come to America one day, just look for you just gonna see a whole lot of weave and ass. You don't even see faces anymore. You don't. You just see weave and ass all day, and the shit it's annoying, very annoying.
Uh-huh. I'm impressed right now because I can see a man saying that some girls think that men just think about it, and everybody thinks it is a male perspective. However, masculine actual perspective. But I see that you are looking for other things apart from having sex with somebody. So what are you looking for? Because you told me the things that bother you. I want to know what makes you happy, what to expect, what do you want, man? Because the universe brings it. If you want it, just say,
So,
I want to know this part. What do you want when you travel?
what I want when I'm traveling, like, and a significant other, my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like like you, I want to go take walks on the beach too. I want a lady to sit me down at, I forget what was the name of that store. I want a lady to sit me down at the acai store, give me a cup of acai, and tell me and talk to me about how was my trip coming from America to Brazil. I like that. I realized now when I was 22, 23, I look at a bro like walk on the beach, nigga, you tripping. I wouldn't even want to do that myself. Now, as you get elder, as you grow in age, you want to do the things that are more simple. Because if you can start to do the things that are more simple, those are the building blocks that you can build on to get to something that's more sophisticated, which is a thing called love. So, but the thing about it, with these women here in the States, you can't start off simple and make everything plain. You got to be sophisticated from the jump. And
Mm-hmm.
you ask me, it ain't worth it because a lot of these people that want you to be so sophisticated are not really sophisticated themselves. It's like the stuff they want to use you for. It shields them from uh their insecurity. Like, oh, I gotta have a man who got money because I'm a broke bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. A majority of these women that talking about, oh, I need a man with that 6'5" and got washboard stomach.
Mm-hmm. Six pack.
Yeah. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
For that, they could be talking about, I need a man that's 6'5" and built like uh
Mm-hmm.
chiseled Adonis and all this here. And he need to be fine and all this. And the woman could be built like this. That's a BBW. Now, what do you think BBW would mean in this situation? Hmm?
Gente do céu. I'm sure she has a good heart. I'm sure. She's a great
No,
girl side.
no, that woman is 500 pounds, sitting out in the sun, drinking.
Uh-huh.
Her heart is screaming right now. Her heart is not good. It is not. But BBW in this case, of what you just saw, the monstrosity you just saw a few seconds ago, is big, beautiful woman. And as of tonight, I need to rephrase that because what you saw was big, but I'd be damned if it was fucking beautiful. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So tonight we redefining BBW. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here, I want y'all to know is that this is what a BBW should be. That's all I want to say. That's what a BBW should be. A beautiful
Thank
black woman. Not no big, not that, you know. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. You're not the only one. You know what I'm saying? But look, a lot of y'all like these BBWs. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all got to stop. These BBWs. Gotta. I'm switching it up to something else. When y'all said y'all probably mean somebody 400 pounds. I don't mean that. I just mean I just mean beautiful and black woman. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they got plenty of them in DR, even though they don't claim blackness. They got plenty of them over there in the Lesser Antilles, Guadeloupe, uh, 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 San Martin, British Virgin Islands, American Virgin Islands, uh, the bottom half of Puerto Rico, Dominica, Montserrat, all those little areas, Curacao, Trinidad and Tobago, parts of Colombia, definitely Brazil, plenty of BBWs there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm calling BBWs from now on. Beautiful black women, not big black women. Because these big, well, they, nah, that's too much. You have any questions? I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want you to blush to death. I don't want you to blush too much tonight. You know what I'm saying? See, see, look, badly built woman. He know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Shout out to Ty Cromwell. You see. I guess. How did she learn Portuguese? I guess. Is that proper? Is that proper, man? Is that proper punctuation and spelling, man? Or is that
Como é que eu aprendi português? How did I learn Portuguese? Well, I was
uh
born in Brazil, and I'm not joking, guys. I was born in Brazil, and I was learning with the daily life with my family, my friends at school too. So,
ooh, come on now. Me and Joe are the official spokeswoman for the BBW. 280, you a lady. No. 280, you a lady? No. Well, 280, you two ladies. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fred Moore again. He says, no lie. One of the barbers at the barber shop that I go to in Copacabana is obsessed with BBWs. Bro was foaming at the mouth for one. Hey, I don't know why he was. I mean, they have big girls in Brazil like that, but
yes.
they healthy though. They always walking up hills and shit. They healthy
Mhm,
if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? They just way healthier everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? No, no.
mhm. The guys like curvy girls here. Yeah, they like
Yes,
girls. If the
yeah.
person is a girl, they like. But here in Brazil, guys, we care more about what the person is, and we don't care too much about the outside. We care about what the person is inside. Sometimes the person makes money, but the person is a little bit mischievous. We don't care. Poor guys too. I'm not saying poor guys are they're perfect. No, there are some guys that we shouldn't be around, but um, that's it. Here in Brazil, we care more about inside than outside. Some girls they aren't so physically attractive. What you say? Oh, she looks like Barbie. Barbie. By the way, Barbie. I was
See,
watching the movie. There's so many Easter eggs there. Deixa eu só ver aqui em
right.
português rapidinho. A única coisa que eu não gosto
He
de.
said the only thing that he don't like about Rio is that I guess preconception that black men don't have money and are thugs. But when I speak, they know that I'm not Brazilian, a black Brazilian. You know what I'm saying? True that.
Well,
Like that's why I try not to let them know I speak. You know, but I let them try to talk. Because like I literally was at a party one day and I was watching these two girls plotting about they're about to take this money from this dude, and this dude he got robbed. Well, he got slow robbed. He just didn't know he was being robbed. You know what I'm saying? But when you know the language, it's very hard for people to bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? But he was asking everybody to translate for him, and I was like, man, why is you with all these people that you don't know what they saying? And he was like, man, and next thing you know, they left from the party. Next thing you know, we seen dude, he was minus a couple hundred. So I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Ty Cromwell also says, but she
But
speaks like an intelligent woman. Not
thank
all think like her.
yeah, man, because of the culture. The way we were raised here isn't the same way other people were raised. I'm not saying it is wrong, but here in Brazil, we like contact. We like people. We like to know about the person's life, what the person is thinking. I'm here representing my country. You know, we are friendly. We don't want to be against anybody. And if you want to come to Brazil, I'm not saying that because I'm a Portuguese teacher. No, you don't need to study if you don't want it, but travel abroad and breathe another air. If it is suffocating you, just breathe another air, because honestly, it is very sad. When I heard what DreeZ was telling me, honestly, I talked to a Canadian a long time ago, and he was telling me about feminism. And I thought, this guy is kidding. No, it is impossible. But after some months, other people told me what was happening. And I can tell you that the world isn't like that. If you travel to maybe Mexico, I think Mexico, South America have a peculiar culture. You know, we have something similar. We are alike. Obviously, there are more details, but it's very sad, guys. And
Yeah,
when you travel to Brazil, go to other places. Don't go to Copacabana. Copacabana is the obvious, you know. So go to other places because you see a different perspective, a different Brazil. All right.
true.
So
Yeah, that's kind of like why I. That's why I kind of like Lapa so much. You know what I'm saying? I like
mhm.
because it's more authentic. Everybody there lived there. You know, like nobody in Copa like lives there. Everybody in Copa is
Mhm.
from everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty Cromwell again. He says your Portuguese is better than before. uh, now you understand more. Uh, understand a lot. Very good. Yes, appreciate that, man. I appreciate it a lot, man. It just sometimes I be in and out with it though, you know, because I got so used to being around women and then like playing that I don't know role, you know, but I got used to I just fell into the I don't know role, but then sometimes I just find myself and I'll be filming and I just go into a phase where I just start recording myself speaking to whoever. You know, it might be the old man on the corner. It might be a little kid probably passing by. It might be a woman of the night, but it might be the taxi man. I just start talking just to improve it, just to improve because I can sit up here in class and talk with Carol, and Carol gonna be able to stop, you know, and say this, that, and the other. The taxi driver not gonna do that, you know. The people in the street not gonna do that, you know. So I'm always happy to speak sometimes with Carol because she'll help me with that. And sometimes I take it to the street and I start, speaking on my own terms. But, I can't wait till I get above that 75% level where I can really go anywhere I want and hold a conversation with about anyone. You know what I'm saying? Ty Cromwell says, I love Brazil and I visit Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Minas Gerais. But I
Mhm.
absolutely love Brazil. I was supposed to go to Minas Gerais, and I told some cats in my group, these dudes don't even study Portuguese or don't know any of that, but they just went just because I said it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Question for you.
Ok. Aonde eu ensino português e falo mais, quero melhorar. So, guys, I teach through the Google Meet, once a week during 2 hours, and I teach how to speak. Back in the day, the way I was teaching, we used to care more about the grammar. grammar is important. But when we are a kid, we don't get a book and hey, let's conjugate the verbs. No,
Right.
we just speak. I just use the same technique right now that maybe your mother, maybe your family, the first contact with your own language. So you will speak naturally. Dree sometimes says, Carol, stop, please, because I just want to talk, 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 talk. We study the vocabulary, sometimes the grammar, but we focus on the vocabulary, certain expressions. Remember, Dries, amigo da onça? Remember that one? Amigo da onça, enfiar o pé na jaca, to put the foot
Yeah. Foot in the
inside the jackfruit. He
Yes.
said, Carol, I don't understand it. So what did you think when you saw that expression, when you read that expression, to put the
Well, I
foot
mean,
in the jackfruit?
the word that they have for stick, Estrella, I never could get that word down there. For some reason, that es, what is it? Estrella,
Mm,
to stick. Uh,
mm,
Instead of saying the Estrella word, I would say evocolica, evocolico.
yeah. Enfiar e
Miupe
colocar.
na jaca.
Yeah, to put.
Evocolico, miupe na jaca. That's I feel it better that way. You know what I'm saying? But the authentic way was to say it. How did you say it? That other word. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my future business partner. Whenever we gonna do business, Currens is Mr. Des Ravines in the building. You know,
Boa
to the bone.
noite.
Boa
Okay.
noite, player.
Vamos falar português então, vocês querem conversar em português? So if you know how to speak Portuguese, write it here. Let's go. You can choose, let me see, a slang. If you saw some slang, if you heard some slang, write it here. And let's do it. Escreve aí, vamos falar um pouquinho sobre português. Dries, can you tell me the most difficult word to speak in Portuguese? Well, in English, it is the word world. People struggle a
Right.
bit to say world because of the tongue. You know,
Yeah.
Portuguese is an aggressive language, like
Right. Because
uh-huh,
the L's are like W's, so I don't know how you could. I mean,
uh-huh.
the L's are like you, so I don't know how y'all would say that. Already, y'all just say mundo.
Mundo is great. Somebody said eu falo português, mas não falo perfeitamente. Okay, so don't worry because Brazilians don't speak perfectly too. Guys, we make so many mistakes. We destroy our language. We
Muito
destroy.
informal.
We don't conjugate it correctly. We don't conjugate. When
Ele
I
está,
eles
ele está muito informal.
very formal, very. If you go to Portugal, I have a cousin. He went to Portugal. He lives there right now. So yes, the letter R like H. That's it. So when he goes to Portugal, he speaks like a Portuguese. When he comes to Brazil, he speaks like a Carioca, and it's very funny because I say, guy, you have to decide: are you a Portuguese man or are you a Carioca? And there
Well,
are differences. Mhm.
yes. I hate I hate Portuguese. I hate Portuguese, and I hate
Mhm.
Spanish. I hate Spanish, because they got
Mhm.
all that extra shit, all that vosotros and uh what is the other thing and vice uh
Mm.
vos uh
Voice. We don't say voice here,
exactly.
guys. We say vocês. Voice. We usually say when we're talking to God. You know, when we close the eyes. Oh God, voz que estou no céu. But it's very formal. If you come to Brazil and you say voz, like voz estás, que a gente vai
Yeah.
pensar que é de Portugal. Don't worry, guys. Speak. We make mistakes in English too. I don't care sometimes. I have to pay attention, obviously, but the communication is the key. It is the most important thing. If you think like, oh, I gotta speak perfectly, you won't speak. You won't.
Let's see.
Just be yourself.
Let's see. Let's see. I like the brasileiros put a letter after every word.
Facebook. Yeah, we emphasize. Americans don't emphasize. Guys, we speak too fast. Yeah, we
Right.
emphasize everything. Another thing, the word notebook, notebook in English, in Portuguese, it means laptop. We stole the word. A
See,
gente fala notebook. We don't say notebook, we say notebook. Yeah, there are
see,
so many words, both in Portuguese and English, that we stole.
let's see. Ty says he's in New York and he doesn't have anything to practice Portuguese. Right?
Guys, I have a group on WhatsApp. You don't need to pay. No, no, no. Some people go there to talk, you know, to practice Portuguese, but obviously it is how can I say, this group is just to speak about things in Portuguese, you know, about the culture, and maybe in the future if you want to join. So let's do it. All right. Just to practice Portuguese.
Yeah. There's an invitation for you, Ty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got the invite
Let's do
for you
it.
right there.
Let's create another group.
No problem. And no problem. I was thinking about, well, yeah, let's do that. So,
I let's do it soon. I will be
yeah,
doing it soon. Mhm.
all right. So be careful when saying the word powerful, okay? Nah, you spelled it wrong. That word wrong. I know what word you're trying to spell. Yeah,
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 guys,
yeah.
because the til, it is a nasal sound. If you see that thing that looks like a wave above
See,
the letter, you have to send the energy to your nose. Okay, so touch your nose right now. You know when you have a stuffy nose and like that,
yes.
and feel this vibration. Guys, we
Mm,
struggle when we are a kid to learn how to say it. I remember my grandmother, she used to teach me Carol, nasal sound, and nowadays I teach it. So if you see that wave above the letter A or O, send the energy to your nose and you won't make any mistake.
like pound,
Hmm.
correct? Yes. Classic perspective says when it comes to the sending of adjectives, sometimes use last. Yeah. So it's the opposite of American, how like when you're describing something. Like you say hot plate, we just say hot plate, but you flip it over there, it's what? Uh
And you don't pronounce everything. You just cut the words. Like, what's up?
praticamente.
You don't say
See,
what's up. You say what's up.
see, see,
It's so difficult.
let's see. When it comes to the sentence, the adjectives are used last. True. See, she speaks the truth.
Mhm.
She doesn't have fear of
You,
speech.
yeah. Guys, it isn't your mother language. For example, if
See,
I make a mistake here, I don't care. I'm not American. I'm Brazilian and I try my best. So if you
see,
understand me, I am glad, you know?
hmm
So come to Brazil. There are certain things that you may do to help you when you practice Portuguese. Because Portuguese, as I said before, it is an aggressive language. So make believe you are a kind of telephone, like a trrrr, and know the
see,
telephone. Do it constantly, and you will understand how this language works. If the word starts in R, it sounds like age. For example, everybody says Rio de Janeiro. Here, if it starts in R, the way we say it's Rio,
yes.
Rio. By the way, Michael Jackson can help you when you are learning Portuguese. I think Michael Jackson knew how to speak Portuguese.
Don't do it. Don't do it. See,
Ow! There is
see,
a preposition in Portuguese. A-O. Michael Jackson used to sing it. Au! Eu vou
see.
ao mercado, eu vou ao shopping.
There you go. There you go.
Listen to
See,
Michael Jackson.
see,
Uh,
that's y'all fault. Y'all gotta teach him at 12 at night. She's supposed to be asleep right now. Y'all gotta teach. That's y'all.
oh my
You know what I'm
God. No,
saying?
me, I love teaching. It is in my veins. I love teaching
I know.
Portuguese.
You know what should be in your veins.
Somebody's
You know,
asking. Uh-huh.
huh?
Man, I don't work. I have fun. Guys, I love my job. I love
True.
my job. It is like something that I could sleep like that. Oh, I'm teaching.
Yes. She says, Ty says, yes, the key is top, 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 and top.
Hmm.
The people are very patient. They respect that you make an effort. Well,
Hmm.
that's the thing. I mean, I realized what I did my first time there, I just had an app. I didn't have any teacher or anything. So it was mostly uh I had I had a book, I had my little paper, and I just had me one little paper with had all
Hmm.
my good evening, how you doing, and all that, and I had my negative response right here, and I had the positive response, and all I would do when I would speak to people, I would just listen for a particular word. You know, if I could hear one or two words, I would just hope I would just start winging shit. And it was a particular phrase that I learned. And this particular phrase, if I use this phrase during the conversation, all of a sudden these Brazilians would start speaking English. This phrase was no se todas no se todas las palabras. And they'd be like, oh, see what it is. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought you didn't speak Portuguese. You know, I'm in the tourist zone now, you know, but once I let it be known that I didn't know all the words, that's when they begin to help you because they knew that you were putting forth an effort. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you need right there. That effort. By me having that effort, you know, it got me. You know, if you paid 50 here to get in the club, uh, I was paying 25, and I was getting the same free drinks you getting paying 50. You know, but that was just for me being able to just mingle a little bit.
Uh-huh. And guys, there is a technique to memorize the verbs. There is a great technique. Nobody says it. They say, oh, you gotta memorize, you gotta be patient. But it is the same technique we teach when we are teaching English here. You
All
know,
right,
just understanding the infinitive, you change the final regular verbs. Think about it. You
all
don't
right,
need to struggle to memorize it. Dries knows it right now.
true. Three. Ty says, how did I meet Carol? Well, I didn't meet Carol. My brother did, and we were on our way. I don't know. I think we were on our way to Brazil at the time, and somehow he ran across you some kind of way, and you showed up on this live stream with like a guitar and shit, start singing, and I was like, man, what the hell are you doing, Rich? Why you got? Who is that? And then I went to paying attention, and then when you started saying you teach, and then you tried to teach Rich on how to say how to say what his name is, and he was trying to get him to say meu nome. So while I'm sitting up here watching Rich just fumble and fuck over all the Portuguese word, I'm just sitting there just tit for tat, just going along with you, just going meu nome é Dries. You know, I had that part down. Meu nome é Dries. You know, eu sou americano. You know, eu sou americano do Novo Orleans. I had all of that down. And I was like, I'm gonna eventually get me a teacher, but I'm gonna learn this little app right quick. So when I get to a teacher, these teachers don't think that I'm totally stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I went through my first teacher, and I'm gonna say this right now. This is the best teacher I got. Now,
Oh,
now,
oh,
now
thank you.
My Spanish teachers, they are males, but I know them. I've seen them. I have broke bread with them. I travel with them. However, the males that I met in Brazil, they kind of different. So when you doing this Portuguese, get your female teacher. You won't have that many problems. You ain't gonna have too many hangups. That's for sure. Not gonna say
Yeah,
what the problem is, but you have a
people
lot less.
fell in love with the hymn. People
You
fell in
see,
love with the hymn. Uh-huh.
see that's
I'm
that's
the
why I
only
had to
one who
go.
isn't trying to date him. Other
Yeah,
people were like hypnotized.
they was offering me. Oh yeah, like in the middle of class. We in the middle of class one day, right? And I'm doing class with this dude from Sao Paulo. No, yeah, from Sao Paulo, and he was cool. And all of a sudden, this was after the whole Cahido thing. He was like, "Yeah, man, we was finished class, right?" He was like, "Yeah, man. While I was teaching, my sister walked by and saw you on screen. She wants to meet you." I'm like, "Man, you tripping?" You know what I'm saying? And then I go online one day and I had his email, not his email, his Instagram or something like that. And I don't think the sister was all that. So I never tried to meet him or nothing like that. But then when I didn't, I guess when I turned sister down, I guess he figured, oh, you must like men or something. So he started talking to me crazy, and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be our last class right here. You know what I'm saying? But the work that he gave me, he was giving me a big ass pamphlet to just shit to just work on. I still got some of that around here somewhere. But he did efficient work. He was just on the funny side. I just couldn't deal with that shit. So I went to another guy that I met through another lady friend up there before the laser. He was cool too. Now, granted, I say this: a lot of these motherfuckers, they really do love to teach. They love teaching and talking their ass off. But it's the it's the teaching and talking. I got the correct balance with this person here. Because it stays on just speaking like friends. You know what I'm saying? It stays there. But
Mm-hmm.
with these dudes, they try to go, they will go off the rail with you. They will try you. You know what I'm saying? All I can say, if you do get a male teacher in Brazil, just make sure you keep everything virtual. You know, like I could go see Carol. You know what I'm saying? I could go see Vanetta. But the people that they had me doing classes with, I ain't trying to see them at all. But but the male teachers keep it virtual. Now, shout out to Let's Learn Spanish TV. Yeah, I done traveled with him, what, two, times to Brazil. We, through parties and everything together. You know what I'm saying? He cool. He always been cool. You know what I'm saying? I go pick up Spanish class with him like it ain't nothing right now if I had to. But I don't really see myself going back there in the West. Well, I just came from somewhere where they speak Spanish, but I was using Portuñol. You know what I'm saying? I was getting my Portuñol on. You know?
He travels to South America countries, like Colombia, Peru, and he understands now because he can identify certain words in Spanish too, and he can connect it. I think both if you study Spanish or Portuguese, it will help you to travel
Mm-hmm.
here in South America, or if you go to Europe too, if you go to Spain, I think it will help you a
Yes.
lot.
I
Yeah,
just wish
because
they
the
had.
continue.
No, I just wish they had more Portuguese speaking countries here. Well, excuse me, at least more Portuguese speaking countries on this side of this, on in this hemisphere. It's like
Mhm.
out of 10 countries, Brazil is the only country in this hemisphere that speaks full on Portuguese.
Portuguese. Yeah, we are
So
in Swan.
so I do plan on going to Africa because the other outside of Portugal, the other 8 countries are African, due to Portuguese colonization. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a map the other day when I go back to talking travel. When I talk traveling to Africa, there's only a certain amount of places that I'm looking forward to go, and those places are the places that where the money situation is good for them. You know, uh, the only place that I see where the money situation is good for them that I might do in tandem is I might do Cabo Verde, the island in West Africa, off the coast of West Africa, and then I'll go to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? All depends on which one to go first. Well, wherever I go first, it all depends which way I could go to save money. Do I go to Ghana first or do I go to Cabo Verde first? It all depends. But those are 2 countries I would like to go to in Africa because one of those countries is Portuguese speaking, but a majority of the other countries that do speak Portuguese, they always in war and shit. I ain't trying to go there. Plus, the money situation ain't the best either. But the best place money wise in the Portuguese speaking countries is Cabo Verde. Cabo Verde and Sao Tome. Both of those are islands. You know, I don't want to just go to an island of Africa and not go to motherland Africa. You know what I mean? You know, so sooner or later I'll be making my way to Africa, but I'm just waiting for a lot of the stuff to clear up. But as far as I can tell you right now, see East Africa, that's out. You know, I don't know if you know, but they just had a dam broke and like 10,000 people just got snuffed out overnight. So I'm not even going over on that side. It's too much. It's too much going on over there. And I'm a Katrina survivor, and I seen maybe 2,000 people die here myself. But these people in Libya, they had no warning. The dams broke, and the dam is high as the buildings. So when the waves came through, it came through as a tidal wave, and one dam is over here, another dam is over here. City was like in the middle. So just imagine all of these buildings being pushed together, and then all of these buildings get pushed out into the sea. So out in the ocean right now, it's a building full of people dead. Well, excuse me, buildings, and all of these buildings got wiped out overnight. But I met Carol through my brother Rich. He had interviewed her first, but I don't think he took it seriously on learning any classes. I needed to learn those classes because I had my mind set on doing things in Brazil. So after I being fed up with the other two guys, I sought her tutelage, and I haven't stopped since, you know, and yeah, we didn't had a fallout once or twice, right? I don't know, something had happened. Oh, I had switched up work or something like that. You thought I was like trying to disrespect the time and all that, and just had a little bad spat, but we back on point right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't looked back since, and I have appreciated every minute that I have spent with this woman virtually, and every minute that I spent with her in person. Every minute that I spent, I met, family members and stuff, and it was a cool experience.
Yeah,
Very
he
cool
met my
experience.
family. He came to
It-
Brazil and he told me that he wanted to see a family, a Brazilian family, and he met my family. It was so cool. The first time we
but
saw each other, I took him to a healthy store to
mm,
show what we usually eat, to cook, because Brazilians love cooking. And we recorded a video. Where is the video? There is a video when he visited
yes,
me. Mm-hmm. Was a great,
um,
and there was a festival too, the Bacon
yeah,
Festival.
yeah. The thing about it, the bacon festival didn't come out with all the stuff that I expected it to, but it was enough to make a nice little video out of it. And it is on the Boots on Ground channel. Just have to type in uh what is it? Rio Grande. I think it's Boots on Ground Rio Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
Grande Hill.
Grande Rio.
Rio Grande or Grande Hill. One of the two.
Grande Rio, Grande Rio.
Yeah, but that's how I
Do you
met
have the
Carol.
video?
Yeah, I could go look and put it up. And
Uh-huh.
I tell you what. Is there another question? Let's see. Ty Cromwell says, I never understand how some men have relationships with a Brazilian woman, but they don't speak Portuguese at all. Ask Carol if she thinks that's possible. I'm gonna let you answer that. I'm gonna go look for this
Oh, the
video.
video. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, I'm
Do you?
gonna sing.
Oh,
May I sing every
yeah,
answer while I
yeah.
sing? Love is
Wait,
in the
I'm a,
air. Because love is in the air. Love is something that we don't need to speak, we feel. That's why it works.
hey, that's to the point. That
Uh-huh. People
is
use Google Translator. I have a student, when she met her boyfriend, he's from America. They were just typing it. Actually, it happened to me too when I met my first boyfriend from America. I was just typing, 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 typing. And I used to observe the way he was just writing it or speaking. I was like, I have to learn this language. I gotta learn this language. So when you like the person, you study, or when you like the country. For example, Drees loves the country. Drees likes songs from Brazil too. So we practice songs too. It's very cool. So I think that's why people can use the Google Translator. It isn't reliable, 100% reliable, but you may use to start your communication. So I think
True.
it works because of that.
Google Translate is not the best translator.
Guys,
In fact, in
continua,
fact,
continua.
there's a better translator that you can use, especially for those who use WhatsApp, and it's called Hi Translate. HI Translate. It translates faster than Google Play. Google though. Google, you gotta copy it, paste it, translate it, paste it in, then do it again to write whatever you need to write back. Then, with Hi Translate, you could just go right to the thing, type in what you want to type in, and just translate it right there. I don't have to do it no more because I kind of know the language, but sometimes it come in handy. You can continue.
Yeah. Google Translator is good, but we have to pay attention, guys. I made so many mistakes when I was learning. I tried to say something, but it works when you are trying to speak the words too. If you want to know if you're speaking correctly, just pay
True.
attention. Get your cell phone and switch it from Portuguese to English and use that little microphone. Try to speak, try to pronounce the words. That's why I'm able to speak English right now. Of course, I have my accent, but I don't care. As I told you, if you can understand me, it's the most important thing. And when the Google Translator can identify, when it is able to identify your word, for example, you say the word love in Portuguese, amor. If this app understands it, if it identifies your word, it means you are doing a good job. So try it. It's a great technique.
Indeed. And for
Oh,
those of
you
y'all
you
that,
posted it. It is
yeah,
here, guys, the video. Just take a look.
right there. That's the video right there. Shout out to BOG, the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all, yeah, make sure y'all go
I
subscribe to
thought
that channel.
uh,
Huh? Say it again. You thought what?
that
What's the
day
thing?
was the world was ending here. we
Oh,
we
okay.
found the bacon festival. It's like drinks. I think they will attack us. And there's no,
Hmm.
everything's okay. Oh
Shout
my
out.
gosh. Good times.
Uh, and
I translate.
it's in your Play Store. Yeah, that's what you could. That's the best one. That's what I used to use for WhatsApp. It's like you can write in whatever you writing and just take the thing and just slide your finger on it and it'll translate. It's faster than Google. Google, you gotta copy, paste,
Google
copy, and
Translate.
all that again. You know, all
Mm-hmm.
you do is just slide. You just type in whatever you're gonna type in and just slide your finger. That's all.
And some couples, I remember, they used dictionaries years ago when the internet wasn't so popular. So they used to get dictionaries to talk. Man, it is real love.
Mm, for sure.
What do you do at Reese?
What? What? Nah.
What I
If
did?
I ain't, huh?
Okay, if you meet somebody you really like the most, what is that? Ai, gente, tá brilhando. It shines. I like your pen. Let me see, show me. Que
Oh, this is.
bonitinha! Olha isso! Gostei, hein? Muito
Yeah, that.
bonita. I was
Yeah.
asking you, so if you had a chance to meet somebody you really like the most, would you use a dictionary? Would you use the Google Translator, for example, to learn, I don't know, maybe Yoruba because you like a person or not?
I, I'd have to. I had to. You know, It- it- either that, or we're gonna be playing charades.
Uh-huh.
Dre, why you doing all these hand motions? I love them. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta communicate. You know, Until I learn the word, till I learn Yoruba, I gotta communicate some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you do it too. You learn English.
Mm-hmm. But when he was typing it, when we were distant, he used to type it, and I was just observing the words. Do
Mm,
this, that as some words.
that ass.
It's
What
very
you mean?
different. But I think the mm-hmm. What I mean, what?
Yeah, I thought you said that ass. I thought you meant
Dre,
to.
está me ouvindo? Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes, yes, I am here.
Ih, tá travando.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
hear me
I
now?
hear you
All
right
right,
now.
there you
Yes, I
go.
can, I can, I can. Okay, so
Yeah.
say it again, say it again.
No, I thought you said when you were saying the word, it sounded like you said that ass. Like, wait a minute. How did that? Wait a minute. How did that? Yeah, how is that intriguing?
No.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Or I said, how is that interesting? What is going on here? Is this a
Okay.
relationship? What type of relationship is this? You
Eu
know.
acho que tá travando de
Let's see.
novo. I think it is freezing again.
Oh, okay. Freeze me.
All right.
Said, tag around where I say you saw
No,
the
no, no,
video.
I can see you.
Yeah. No, and I was saying with Ty
Mm-hmm.
Cromwell, Ty
Mm-hmm.
said he could see the video.
Was last
All right.
year.
So, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Questions? Do you have any questions left, or
Mm-hmm.
is it?
I have more questions. I have. I'm so curious. If I were a fruit, I would be a curious.
Okay.
So I want to know the craziest thing you saw when you traveled to Brazil.
Hmm. Sure you want to know that?
Something that you saw and you said, Jesus, what is that? This culture isn't like my culture. Why are they doing it?
I can tell you like this year when uh when I looked on when I
Dream.
looked at the what? Oh, when I looked at the ground in Minas Gerais and and I seen the ground moving this way, trees moving that way, and from those people doing all that mining for minerals, it messes up the sediment and it causes the ground to move. That was probably one of the weirdest things I saw because it was like everything is leaving. You know, the street with the just broke away, and it's like when those people do all that mining, it unsettles the ground underneath. And if you own land out there, you might get paid if you got some if you got some up there. That was probably the weirdest thing that I saw. But it was kind of I guess you could say it was natural. It was kind of man made. You see, question. Excuse me. Question for you. Ty said how you sign up for
Uh-huh.
classes, or are you taking classes?
Guys, about the previous video, I was saying that it takes time because some people they have contacted me, and that's why I think maybe more 1 month, 2 months, and you can talk to this guy. He will link you and me. He will connect us, and he's the person who will be doing it. All right, but after 1 month or 2 months, because there is just one teacher.
Yeah.
Ele falou, quero,
Like
quero, quero, quero. Tá,
like
então,
how many
I will be helping you, but be patient, please.
like how many students like do you teach during a how many students do you
Uncountable.
huh? Oh, okay.
Uncountable.
Gotcha. Ty Cromwell said the crazy thing he saw about Brazilian culture is strangers will kiss you with their tongue. Anyone else had that experience? Nah, we
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means right there. You know, I have no idea what that
Haven't you
is.
kissed a Brazilian?
Not with no tongue. Hell
No?
no. No.
Trees?
Hey, put your tongue on me, you might man. No. I
Man,
ain't
you
did
don't. Man.
What you?
Jesus, it is
We
something that we learn how to do. Man, haven't you French kiss? Never?
nah,
Estou chocada, estou chocada.
that's
Ah,
man. You know,
guys,
French
it is
kiss.
the way we date here.
Okay, okay. We'll see.
Man, I'm shocked, for real. Haven't you tried it? Man, Brazil, if, oh, guys, another thing, if you decide to date a Brazilian, you had better learn how the things work here. All right? Because you have to learn how to kiss your girlfriend. Because if you don't kiss your girlfriend, she will be like, wait a minute, what is happening? Because we think that the same thing we do here, people do in America. And when I see it isn't the same thing. Grace,
No, no.
you gotta meet a Brazilian. You know, let's look for a girlfriend for you. We
Don't
gotta.
worry. Don't worry. We get that. But here's the thing. You gotta
I'm
understand.
joking, man. I'm joking.
We come from a traumatized. We come from trauma. You know, like we could walk up on a woman and introduce ourselves, but we don't do no touching. So when I came to Brazil, I met a little lady friend. In fact, on one of the videos where I was walking down the beach and I just was talking with people and recording it. All right, the lady was like,
Uh-huh.
and I touched the hair, and I said I like the natural hair, cabelo natural, all that, and she was like, todo natural, and I
Uh-huh.
seen el veo, and she was like bota, and I was like mm-mm, no bota. When she told me the bota, when she
But
said
man,
bota, I took a step back. Big why? Because I could sit there like say like a woman in America could tell me to touch her breast, and I touch her breast. And then like say the next minute we have an argument. Guess what? When
uh-huh.
we had that argument, I assaulted her via touching her breast. That's how shit work here in America. That's why a lot of people is just writing a lot of people off here. You know.
Breeze, I can hear you.
I'm
Fala
sorry.
perto. Pega o microfone e
Sim.
fala perto.
Tá.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like a lot of it, like for instance, I was saying it could be a woman here. You could be like she could tell you touch my breast, and you touch her breast, and then say like a minute later y'all get into an argument, and y'all get into an argument. The first thing she gonna say is she was assaulted because you touched her breast. Yeah, that's the stuff we gotta put up with here in the States. People telling you to do something, and then when you do it, it becomes a crime. You know, it's completely crazy here. You're frozen. Are you frozen, man? Yeah, she's frozen. Everybody, damn. You the only person I know that when your picture freeze, it's in a good freeze. Damn, that's all right.
Breeze, I don't know
Yeah,
if you hear me. Just give me 1 second. I will come back.
go ahead. I was just saying, like when your picture freeze, it was like you took a picture, like you froze that on purpose or something. Oh, she ain't even listening. God damn it. But yeah, so since I'm by myself, man, right now, what should I talk about? You know, even though I'm from New Orleans, I have to give a shout out to Atlanta. I didn't expect them motherfuckers to end up being 2-0, but those motherfuckers are actually 2-0. And as I predicted, they think, oh,
Tá me ouvindo?
I forgot where I was at.
Ah, então tá bom. I had to charge my cell phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge mine in a second too. But for some reason, I can't get my earphones. I can't get these headphones to work.
Uh-huh. Well, we were speaking about the cultures, guys. Here in Brazil, the things are different. I don't know the way you date because, as I told you, my ex-boyfriend, he was Brazilianized. But if you want to come to Brazil, you have to understand that we are very passionate. We like to hug, we like to kiss. I don't know, in America, the girls don't hug you guys. The girls don't, I will get my cushion. You know, like that. They don't kiss you when you are in a relationship.
Hold on. Give
No?
me.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
I I was trying to adjust my microphone. For some reason, it's not doing what the way it's supposed to do.
No. Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
what was the question again?
The question was the girls when you even when you were in a relationship, when you were actually, so didn't they hug you or kiss you and say cute things and say, "Hey, I like you"? They don't touch you even when you were in a relationship. When you get married, really?
Oh yeah. Oh, when you married, yeah. You know, what's crazy is when
Mm-hmm.
you it's like when you uh it's like before you marry a chick, it seems like the chick is like just trying to get married. So she would actually do like she's supposed to do to get married, but when she get married, it's like, okay, I got married, so I could slow down on the giving him this and giving him that, but it was the giving him this and giving him that is that what got you married. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as much as women are putting themselves in good favor with men, they're taking themselves out of favor with same said men. Because once they reach a certain point, they feel like they don't have to do anything more. You know what I'm saying? And Ty Cromwell uh, bye, Carol. You're missing the T. I have to drive now. Uh, but
Bye.
but I had to
Nice
drive.
to meet
But
you.
this shoot, voice está. He got me on that one. Voice está aquí escutando.
Oh, he can
Oh,
hear. He
he's
can
gonna oh,
hear
okay, he's gonna
us.
be here listening.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got it. It just take me a little while to put things together. You know. Let's see. Are some of the words different in Google Translator? I don't know if they changed it. I just know it's accurate, but you gotta do so much in Google Translate compared to High Translate. The High Translate, you just slide your finger and it'll just translate for you. You know, shout out to BOG the channel. Y'all subscribe to that channel. Y'all get a chance. But yes, High Translate is that's exactly how you spell it. Let me see what else. Okay. Oh, here's a good question. Tem namorado?
Guys, you are like me. You are a Kiwi. You are curious. Well, this interview is about Drees and you guys. Drees may invite me again, and I will answer the questions about myself. Okay? Next
Oh,
interview.
wait.
Ah.
So it's my turn for question. All right, you on? Give me a date. Give me a date.
Mm-hmm. You invite me another day and I answer the questions. You will select the questions and everybody asks me. All right.
All right.
Maybe. Who knows? After 1 month, 2 months, I don't know. Dries decides when he will bring me again.
I mean, based on your teaching schedule, it could be a couple of days. You know,
Mm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
it could be uh tomorrow, Tuesday. You know.
Tomorrow again? Oh, they want me to come again? Okay, nice. Let's do it.
All right, cool. Do it
And
tomorrow,
nine
sir.
people, you may write, guys. You get your notebook and write the questions.
Nah, what y'all do? I tell y'all what you do. Y'all want any questions to be asked to Carol via Drees, send them to Drees, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? Or send it to the WhatsApp, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make sure I keep that first question down. Tan Namarado. But I'm telling you now, I'm gonna save that question till last, cause you know
Mhm.
I'm gonna put some other questions on top of that,
I'm.
and I
Mhm.
pro I
Oh,
pro
you were writing it right now. I know. There was something you wanted to ask me a long time ago. I think it is the question. Is it the question?
no,
That one you asked me? No? Okay,
no,
okay.
no. I was writing down something else.
Uh-huh.
I was writing down something else.
Mm,
Let's see.
mhm,
What's the name of the WhatsApp? Uh,
mhm.
you mean what's the name of the what's it? You got me on that one. What's the name of
The
the WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Yeah, he must. I guess he must be
Ah, os cariocas. Os cariocas.
Os Caros.
Os cariocas is the name. Can you hear me, guys? It's freezing a lot again.
Well, I hear you.
Os cariocas. Cariocas are people from Rio, people that were born in Rio, in Rio.
Right. So let me ask you something. You got people that stay in the flatland. You got people that stay on the hill. What don't they call them two different type of people? Like you got people that stay in hills. You got people that stay in the flatlands around Copacabana. Don't they have a name for those different types of people? Or everything is just all karaoke? Did you freeze again? Damn it.
I am. Elsa is here. That movie, Frozen. I like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay,
There you
ask
go.
me.
Oh, os
Ah,
karaoke.
I
Yo, what's
will.
up?
I will bring the number. I will bring the number. Yeah, I will bring next time I come here.
Oh, okay. Say, how do I join
It
both
is the number.
WhatsApp groups? Yours, Dree's, and Carol's group. Well, I have a group called 35 and Up. It's just travelers that's going everywhere, Thailand, stuff like that.
Guys.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Uh,
let's see. Tell you what, just hit my email up, man, and we can just go from there. You know what I'm saying? And my just hit my email up, send me a little message, and I hit you up from there. I ain't gonna put my number out here. You know what I'm saying? But uh, uh I do have a travel group, you know, but one group is pretty much closed circle. That's pretty much everybody that I've flown with. You know, the other group is pretty much YouTube followers and TikTokers and shit like that. So, that group there, but both groups are just majority, well, are male. You know what I'm saying? Both groups are
mhm.
male groups, and we speak on male content. I like to keep the barbershop vibe, if y'all don't mind. Barbershop is where men speak to men as men, and we don't veer away from that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty Cronwell. I guess this is question number 30. Says what
I can answer this one. I can answer this one. Fala em português. Carol, que tipo de música você gosta mais no Brasil? Ela não quer perguntas hoje. Guys, I love MPB. MPB means MPB in English. It means popular music from Brazil. They mix the guitar, the drums, and it is so sweet, so good. I really love MPB. I like Kiki de Abelha. I like Detonautas. I like Legião Urbana, Brazilian groups that people had never heard before, but the songs are nice. Look
mm,
for Kid de Abelha, guys. We will love it. If you like, calm songs, it's a new thing. And bossa nova too. Bossa nova is great. We have a funky carioca here, but I like the old music. Nowadays, the lyrics aren't so good, but I prefer old funk
Oh,
carioca. We
lyrics are
danced a
not
lot.
so
Oh my god.
lyrics are not so good. Oh
I
man.
love.
Speaking of lyrics are not so good, man. Oh man. I heard this song the other day with uh what is that girl? Watch this.
My back shot sound like bongos. Ain't scared to admit I'm a freak hoe. At least I'm getting my money. Y'all hoes broke. Took more turns than a keyhole. More turns than a keyhole.
It makes no sense. That song makes no sense. And
Why
that
not?
song, it's a stupid song. It sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, they performed that song at the VMA, but that song really sucks. It really does. Like, like, like that song sucks. Like, I'm pretty sure people in DR hate Cardi B for even making that shit. At least I would. I guess this would be. I
I
guess
saw
I
Cardi
say
B
you did. Oh, you saw her
on
where?
somebody.
Huh?
No, I was watching something about Cardi B. She
Uh huh.
was trying to throw something on somebody. I don't know, at somebody. She just
Oh
got,
yeah.
I don't know if it was water or a shoe. She
Yeah.
was singing and
I know Joe when she came out on the stage. Question for you:
mm-hmm.
have you had any American students that didn't finish the class? No terminar aula.
Didn't finish what? Do you mean the classes? All the classes?
Yeah.
All the classes?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not really a goal, really. It's just come back for
Yeah,
the
some
next class.
people they just wanna travel if they think it is enough. It's okay to me. Here we don't have a contract. You don't
True.
have to be stuck here like, oh, you have to study for 3 years. No, it is your
Right.
choice. Like the life, everything is your choice. If you decide it is okay, okay, amen.
See.
So, but they usually study. They usually study, both the Brazilians and Americans, especially Brazilians, because they need to get a job, so they study a lot. But I have some students that study with me for 2 years. When did you meet me? 2000 when?
Uh,
20 when?
wasn't 2018. Probably 2020. It was 2021 before I
19,
came
yeah.
to yeah, no, it was 2021 before I came to Brazil because 2021 we were supposed to have met and you chickened out.
Green.
That's what happened. You chickened out. You didn't want to come to Copa that day, so we missed each other that time. But we started somewhere early in 2021 because I came to Rio November 2020. I didn't have a teacher then because if I'd have came in November, I came in November, and if I'd have had a teacher, I'd have said, let me come and meet you then. But there was no, there was no, I didn't have a class, I didn't have classes with you till 21. So when I came back out there in that May, we were supposed to come out, but I don't think that we were really tight with each other to the point where we could have just went on it just came and met. So we didn't meet then. So that next year when I came back, that's when we met at Rio Grande, me, you, and your parents. Oh, Sua Pais.
Mm-hmm.
I said that right,
Yeah.
didn't I?
My country. Yeah, you said your country, but I understood what you said. Yeah, it makes sense.
Sim,
I met your country. Yeah. Seus pais. Seus
sim,
pais.
sim. Quais artistas de Estados Unidos você gosta?
Quais os artistas
Sim.
dos Estados
Quais
Unidos que eu
artistas?
gosto? Ah, eu gosto muito. Eu amo Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, eu adorava o Michael Jackson. Eu gosto de quem? Mas quem, gente? Tantos artistas tão legais.
See,
Tem outros aqui.
said men
Faraós é
students are
Estados
serious learning Portuguese. Oh, damn. Damn, I forgot that damn. I forgot both of them words. Damn.
If they are hated on me. If they
Huh?
hit on me or if they only study.
Oh,
Guys, I can't lie. There are certain people that try, but I know that I have to teach them. So it happens. Here, when I was studying too, it happens all the time. But here in Brazil, we are okay. We just say, hey, no, let me just teach.
right.
So some guys they try. A lot of guys try. But I'm okay. Say,
No
no,
success.
no. Thank you.
No, so there was no successful ones, right? That's what you're saying, right? There was no successful people. And it's something how this woman just told me she was gonna come on the panel.
Tá me vendo,
And,
Drew?
oh, just a second,
I think your panel is freezing.
Yeah. I gotta damn. Yeah, I'm trying to put on these earphones and get rid of these.
My experience is cool. It's great, but people are respectful. I had a situation, a student, they invite me. They go, hey, let's go out. Hey, you're single. Let's go. So, do you like me? I say, I like to teach you. So that's why I prefer staying away. I love online classes because when it was in person, it was worst. Online, it's better. DreeZ, are you there?
Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Oh shit. Can you hear me now? Oh man. The hell am I doing?
I can.
All right.
I loved this question. You were very creative. Thank you.
Who, me?
How can I say his nickname is? No, this question. So T-Y? How can I pronounce it? T-Y?
Hold on. I'm coming.
Nice question. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I can see you.
Voltar. Voltei. Sorry.
Okay. So, DreeZ, do you remember your first date? You know, when you went on a date at the first time? Do you remember it?
Onde? Internacional?
Gostei, hein? Eu quero saber nos Estados Unidos e no Brasil. In America and in Brazil. How old were you? How was this experience? In America.
Na América, foi jogador. Foi jogador. Foi. Eu fui 7, 8.
7 years old?
Yeah.
Really?
8. Yeah. Foi jogador. Foi jogador. Himalayas. I'm a player from the Himalayas. So realmente, não lembro essa experiência, sim. Mas no Brasil, tenho uma amiga, ela fala comigo no telefone, no video chat, how should I say? How should I say?
um, quase total strategia. So,
Uhum.
Nós encontramos no Brasil na Copa. Então, eu descobri. Damn. Eu descobri. Damn. I know descobri is to find out or figure out. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how to say I figured out.
Uhum.
But I found out.
Eu imaginei.
Okay. You imaginei.
Figure it out.
Yes, I figured out. Que ela funciona no programa, garotas de programa, you know. So I was heartbroken, you know. She told me she had 2 jobs.
Peraí que travou. It's freezing.
Sorry, but it's freezing because my heart was frozen. My heart was broken. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking I had me a
Brazilian
good.
broke your heart. Classic.
What? It wasn't. Well,
Oh man.
but
Everybody says we are heartbreakers, but it isn't true.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with it. You know, I gotta protect my heart because this woman, I thought she was just a regular girl. You know, she had 2 jobs, and and then one day, before we had sex, right? So.
But you didn't kiss her. I can't believe you didn't kiss the girl. She didn't kiss you like a real Brazilian?
Yeah, man, I'm not kissing nobody in the mouth. Not like that. I'm not doing that. You know, I have a thing. I'm not trading any liquid. I'm not trading any sweat. I'm not trading any reproductive juices. I'm not trading any saliva. You know what I'm saying? Like if it get to a point, I would get to a point where if I had to turn the air conditioner all the way up so I don't sweat, I would not share liquid with you. You know, I mean, if we get in the shower together, that's it. You know, but I'm not trying to, sweat or be, trying to kiss you in the mouth and all that. But it's kind of hard to kiss a girl in the mouth after she done, went down on you and stuff. I don't think you want to do that at that point, whether you love her or not. You know, I think you would rather see her brush first. You know, but like I said, I thought she was a regular girl, and then I found out. Then she told me she told me she was in the program. At least I didn't walk outside to like Mavs and something, and then I saw. That wasn't the case at all. But it was all good. But I'm not gonna lie. Before I left, I had to do it again. I had to do it again. The shit was, hey, I'm not gonna lie. The shit was great. So right now, right about now, I'm just thinking to myself, it's like this. This is why brothers are scared about relationships in Brazil. Because the girl that work in the program and the girl that you like, that's just a regular girl, sexually, they're the same. In other words, both of them will screw the shit out. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a girl that's in the program, when you have a girl when the girl that works at the grocery store in Lapa has sex with you to the extent of a girl in Copacabana, you like, wait a minute. Maybe I should pause on trying to have a relationship. Maybe I need to be in.
Sorry.
Maybe I need to be in Brazil to see my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the minute I leave, if this girl is if this girl is hopping up and down on me like this while I'm here, when I'm gone, she ain't waiting. She gonna hop up and down on somebody else. So while I'm here, I might as well take mine while the getting is good. You know. So for a majority of us, you know, a majority of us just coming down on vacation. So a lot of us, it don't make, even though it look crazy that that people might be coming down there just for a night or something, coming down there for a night out or what have you. I mean, ain't no sense in looking for no relationship if you're not gonna stay there. You know.
But you
So,
wanted to date her, and you didn't know about her life, her secrets.
right, right. But you know, my thing is she would have just when she told me, and I was like, well, I done put all this time into you. I ain't got no problem with just constantly talking to you and being on the phone with you. But after this situation, this was when I had a situation in the forest when I sat on the green stuff in the forest, and that shit created staph infection, infection that shit ran up my legs. Oh, I didn't know what to do. So I guess from that situation, when I woke up that morning, I had all this stuff on my leg. I called her and I told her to bring me to the clinic. So I guess she thought that she did me something, and I guess she felt embarrassed or something, and she stopped talking to me. But at least she brought me to the hospital first. You know what I'm saying? So and I have that receipt online, as a matter of fact, because we went to the clinic right there by the Saghetto Campos. Right, it's right next to the metro. You walk past you walk down Saghetto Campos. The train station is here, and then the the clinic is right there. In fact, I'll show you the receipt. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody got another question in here. Let's see. Let's see. Carol is a sophisticated lady. Let's see. I worry that she fights the preconceptions of black women in Brazil.
Thank you. You are very kind.
Go ahead on and respond on that for a second. I need to go look for this thing right quick. Go on and respond to that.
Okay, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna reply. Well, in Brazil, women, they are friendly. I have some friends that really understand, because here we support each other. I don't know if in American women fight. Oh, your hair is better than mine. I have to look better than you. Here in Brazil, it doesn't happen. You know, some girls may be young girls, but I am a woman. I'm not a girl anymore. And the people that I deal with, they are adults too. So my female friends, they support each other. We support each other. The girls, they compliment us. They say, hey, we're very beautiful. And I do the same. When I see a beautiful woman, here is another thing that people don't understand. When a woman says, oh, she's from another culture. We don't try to be competitive, because it is so boring. Women should support each other. Oh, I have more experience. I'm gonna teach her, and I learn from her too. So here in Brazil, thank God, no. But I had some experiences when I was younger. You know, when I was 11, 19 years old. Some girls, they used to looking down because they say, oh, you weren't black. Obviously, I'm black. I was just kidding in the beginning. I said I'm a mixed like milkshake, because our families are completely mixed. But the black girls here, they usually support each other. They say, no, you're a beautiful girl. Don't give up. I don't know how it is in America. DreeZ, can you hear me? DreeZ, are you there? Okay,
yes.
so the girls in America, they support each other. They say, hey, girl, you're good. I want to...
Well, the thing about it, the women here in America, they honestly do not like each other. But if there's a man in common, those motherfuckers will come together and form Voltron just to do whatever they need to do to that man. and then they'll go right back to hating each other. But that's as far as support goes for them. Like like you could even see the hate in the elder ladies. Like for instance, a lot of the women that are in church right now, sister, praising the Lord. Don't you act like those ain't women that couldn't stand each other in the '70s and '80s. You know, so it's like they'll go from hating each other to supporting each other, and they go right back to hating each other. You know, so a lot of the stuff that they try to stand on is pretty much uh it, stuff that won't last. You know what I mean? It'll just be like only for a little while that they'll support each other, and then next thing you know, they'll go right back to hating each other and things like that, or not liking each other, whatever it was previously. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ken Padmore. You know what I'm saying? Ken Padmore says, "Can I take you out? I'm not a student." See?
Oh, a gentleman.
Oh shit! Now somebody asking me a question. Now I think. Let's see. I think somebody check that video for me and see what that is when y'all get a shot. I'm trying to find it, but it's a video where I went to the hospital. Just look for the DreeZ and Copacabana Part 1 video. It's where I went to the hospital and they told me it was I had a fungus from the trees or some shit. I thought it was something else. I thought it was over with. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Let me see. It was a question up here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Ty Cromwell says he has his opinion. Okay, there it is.
Everybody's speaking Portuguese. That's it, guys. Anyone writing it very
Listen,
well.
I don't really keep I don't really keep no I don't really keep derelicts around me. It's people that know things around. It's people that I travel with that know things, do things, you know. I got a partner from Colombia. He just finished his thing with the Bitcoins and he done came back to the States and he started a little dispatch service. So a month from now when y'all see me doing lives in the truck, I'm working on the dispatch and I'm working on some stuff and I'm gonna be doing my thing abroad eventually. But everything will shake out to the right way. But Ty Cromwell said, "What is the biggest difference between Colombian and Brazilian women?" All right, first off, let's go with looks. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, um, if you take 10 Brazilians and 10 Colombians, all right, start with 10 Colombians. Out of 10 Colombians, for as compatibility, for as women that you might want to date or try to mess with, out of them 10 Colombians, you might deal with 8 of them or something like that. But let's say out of that same group of say 10 Brazilians, out of that same group of 10 Brazilians, you might mess with just 5 of the Brazilians. But 5 of the Brazilians are Carol. You know what I mean? So those 5 Brazilians hang with those 8 Colombians. So it don't have to be, so it's a quantity versus quality thing when it comes to Colombia versus, you know, Brazil. But it's for oh, man, these things ain't worth a damn. They about to go off already. But um, a difference. Um, I feel like personally, the Brazilian women are more hospitable. One, because the majority of the Brazilian women I'm around are black, and they not doing like in America. They're not trying to hide blackness. You know, kind of hard for them to do that. So it's something I most definitely appreciate them doing. And when I went to Brazil, when I was with Carol, I was with a couple other black folks. I went into a favela and I was with mostly black folks. It was the most Afrocentric time that I have had. And prior to that trip, I just had come from Dominica. Dominica is 90% black. The only white people on the island are white people at a resort. The rest of the island look like my house. But the trip that I the trip that I took to Brazil, I had more fun hanging out with black folks that time. That's what kind of rekindled my love and my respect for my own
dark-skinned woman here in America. Only thing about that love is that I know I can't have that love or use that love here in America. So I gotta go back to the place where I got that love from, where that love rekindled at. And that'll be either Dominica or Brazil or somewhere else where they got black women, because believe it or not, a lot of black women around here shot. And I ain't gonna be the one trying to rekindle somebody's love life or whatever around here. I'd rather go somewhere else and do it with somebody that speak another language. You know, I'd rather go and do it with somebody I ain't never uh hung out with or saw before. I'd rather just go do it somewhere else. You know, and this was something that I was trying to run by her last time. I was saying a lot of us are finding the women that we are falling in love. It's not that we finding women, we finding the women that's making us fall back in love with black women. Because a lot of dudes that left from the States, not recently, a lot of them got problems with black women. They really do. You know what I'm saying? So that's them the ones you're gonna see go get the light skin, the white skin and stuff like that. You know, but like the older people, they just go at, oh, I like her, and they'll go talk with her. And if she like him, then they rolling. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But I prefer the Brazilian women over the Colombian women. And that's always been a thing because they have the phenotype I love. They have the attitude, they have the mannerisms that I love. It's just that the mannerisms that I love, I'm not seeing that from the woman around the corner. That's the only problem. So if I got to go somewhere else to find that black woman, so be it. You know, but there's no such thing as holding me to a degree, to an extent in which I'm supposed to just find a woman where I am. I wish I could, you know, but as I stated to this woman before, the type of woman my mother is, that type of woman no longer exists in America. That tradition is done for in America. You got people who have given up tradition to love by condition. You know, I'm gonna love you if you give me your money, if you pay for me my house, you put me in the house, you do me this. But in the meanwhile, since you doing for me, I'm not gonna cook, I'm not gonna clean. You know, I'm just gonna lay on my back.
Complete. About the ring. Yeah. The ring.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cook, I'm not gonna clean, but I'm gonna just lay on my back and hopefully I get a ring. You know, that's what they're doing. They're not, it's crazy. But I got to be crazy to sit there and want to pour energy into a woman that's like that. But for some reason, a lot of us got raised by mom, and a lot of our moms suck. So we carry, but nobody told us to hold mom accountable for shit. Like for instance, a lot of us blame our daddy for our daddy not being around. Well, when the truth is, if you don't know who your dad is, that's your mama's fault. The reason why you don't know your dad. You know what I'm saying? But we'll never tell mama, you wrong for not letting me know who my father is. You know, we never hold them accountable. But if I was to hold something accountable against a Brazilian or a Colombian, it'll be like, okay, you could show them the error they way and they say, I'm sorry. And water under the bridge, situation over with. You know, but these women here, they will point fingers and won't take their blame, and something that should have been over 5 minutes ago will last the next 5 years, just because they don't want to take accountability. You know.
Well, they don't cook. How do they eat? How do they survive?
Let me show you something.
Show me. I'm learning so many things about their culture. Yeah, I understood the reason why they want you to take them to an expensive restaurant. No, they don't cook. Guys, Brazilians, they don't like to go to the restaurant all the time. We go, but if you meet a Brazilian, this person will be cooking, both men and women. Here in Brazil, we gotta learn it when we are kids. the grandmothers, the mothers, they say, you gotta learn how to cook. You gotta know because you don't know what is gonna happen.
Brazilian women more kind than Colombian women, in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, Colombian women are trying to kill niggas right now. So yeah, the Brazilian women getting a nod because I ain't never had nothing in my drink in Brazil. You know, the last time I kissed her, I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture of the night they tried to drug me in Colombia. But that is the reason why I don't kiss. Why I don't trade.
So many traps.
Yeah. I hit you with this here. You know, I hit you with this here. But all that, nah. Cause come to find out, this girl had the stuff on her lips, and I took a picture. You know, and I seen it. I looked up and I was like, she kissed me on my lips, and I looked up at the microwave, and I looked at the microwave. I was like, damn, why my lips look like that? And then I hurried up and I grabbed her. She tried to walk over. I hurried up and I grabbed her. I said, let's take a picture. So I took a picture with her. Cause that way I took a picture with her and I sent it to some dudes that was traveling. I said, just, you know, I just sent it. Cause I was like, I see this white shit on my fucking face. But it's just in case I fall out, it's this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but come to find out, due to the fact that I didn't inhale or I didn't swallow nothing happened. I'm gonna show you the picture. I still
Man,
got
you gotta pray before leaving your house. You gotta pray. Jesus Christ, man.
No,
pray.
no. All I gotta do is I gotta be DreeZ when I leave the house. Praying ain't gonna do nothing. You can snort that in, you can smell that stuff if you want. You can pray, you still gonna fall out. You still gonna get robbed.
Man.
You know.
I didn't know anything about the story.
I promise you ain't gonna get me not like that.
Garoto, tu tem que rezar, garoto. Tu se benze antes de sair de casa, pelo amor de Deus. Que é isso? Meu Deus.
Hold on, let me put this on the charger right
Tá. I'm laughing because I'm nervous, okay? So it's unbelievable.
It's very unbelievable. So Carol
These
said,
women are so mischievous. Okay, continue. Você?
Ty Crown said, if you don't want stews now, what you gonna do to live? You want to do
I'm
a
not
live
saying I
stream
don't
right
want
now?
students. Oh, I'm not saying I don't want students. I'm here because he invited me. Because we are friends. We talk a lot. So I'm supporting him. He decided to come back to YouTube. He always says, Carol, I want to come back to YouTube. When, DreeZ? Tomorrow. It took, I think, more than 6 months. And I came in here just to support, to understand you guys. Because we are 101% different. Sometimes we judge. I won't complain. I was judging people from your country before because no, I don't understand this attitude. I don't understand why this person is acting like that. You know, but right now I understand. I see, so I have to come here to see. And I don't want to judge anymore. I am, as I told you, I am more mature now, and I can comprehend more. I don't want to attack. I don't want to do the same thing that people do in your country. So that's why I'm here, to understand your opinion, to understand your point of view, your feelings, what DreeZ thinks. To show, hey, if you want to travel, okay, go ahead.
Let me run this by you. You know, not being dirty or anything. As I said earlier, all we're doing here in the States is pretty much overpaying for being in a sex scene. So with that said, can you blame a majority of men for coming overseas and taking advantage of the prostitution?
Man, if I were a man, I would go to Mars. I would call Elon Musk. Hey, is this rocket ready? I'm going. Yeah. I totally understand you. Right. I'm not a man. I don't know what to feel, but I can feel right now this madness. I can feel right now because, man, pay attention. If men and women argue like that forever, what is gonna happen to the humankind? America, what is gonna happen to America? Your country will break.
No, it's kind of broke already.
No, break forever because women don't want men. Men don't want women. I'm not happy. I think American men, I think American men and American women have to stop and say, hey, let's stop. Forget
Yeah.
what hurt you in the past. Forget what happened in the past. Try to talk, man.
Well, the thing
I
about it,
understand you.
it's just certain things that, especially us as black people, need to let go of. But you know, we fear Shay Whitey so much, that we won't let it go. Because we
Mm-hmm.
know if we get rid of certain things that then certain benefits will be taken away, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta there's certain things especially black folks won't tear loose from. And I don't wanna get my little show canceled because I don't want to talk certain things. But there's certain little things, i.e. religion, we need to let go of. But until we let go of certain things, we're gonna still be, around here playing Uncle Tom and Sambo all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see.
I understand
Let's
you guys.
say Brazil has many people with money. Here in New York, there are many Brazilians here on vacation, and the dollar is much richer. Course, of course, you know. But yeah, man, I'm just hoping as long as when I get back to Brazil, long as I get 450 plus for my dollar, I'm there. You go. I'll wait for you to change that debt player. I'll wait for you to change that debt player. I ain't know where you was going with that statement right there. This is why women in other countries should mirror a lot of American Idol. No, I was gonna put that up there till I read it. I read y'all shit first. If it's crazy, I ain't putting it up there. This is crazy. But I'm glad you fixed that. I'm glad you fixed that, player. You know what I'm saying? I know you got that's that college education. That's that college education. I got you. I see you. You see, we have a lot of Brazilians in California, especially in Los Angeles. Well, hey, as many as many of them things I seen walking through them tents, it might be, because you should see Los Angeles right now. Los Angeles looks like uh
Pavuna.
it's well,
Pavuna. Have you ever been to Pavuna?
yeah, it's lost. It's lost for sure. Like you'll see a woman, it'll be it's like the street is full of homeless people in tents, and then you'll see one woman just come out of one tent, she putting on some clothes or putting her clothes back on, and then she'll go knock on another tent and go walk in there, and then you see the lights go out. I'm like, dang, it's really happening like that around here. So I was like, damn, why y'all going to Columbia? Y'all come over here to damn y'all come over. Oh shit, who in the background?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
see my boy just sold me out. They supposed to be over here. We've been here 3 hours. I've been being bombarded with all these questions and everything. Thai crime with says Brazilian men are very aggressive. If they like you and trust you, they will teach you about the culture. True. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. American,
What?
American, no, sorry, Brazilians aren't so aggressive. It depends on the guy, but maybe based on your knowledge, the way Americans approach when they are trying to be with the women, maybe. But here, some guys they are rude sometimes, but I can't say oh everyone because man, the culture is not the same. The culture is
Hmm.
not the same. Brazilian men, they are more, how can I say, they're more jealous. They're very jealous.
Let's see
They're
that.
like, hey, what are you doing? Why aren't you talking to me? You don't text me. It's funny sometimes.
Oh, trust me, the Africans are worse. The Africans are worse.
I've never met nobody from anybody
But
from.
The rich Brazilians are different. Less friendly. Uh, less humble. Not humble.
I don't know, guys. I really don't know.
Not all the best.
I
Not
deal
that
with
much better.
people.
Well,
I don't. The rich people. Yes, I know rich people. They're okay, but dating some guys, they're a little bit stuck up. Like,
see,
oh, not only Brazilians but also Americans. So I remember a situation that happened to me. The guy said he wanted to meet me, and he was like, "Oh, my name is blah blah blah," and instead of saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" No, I have a company. I have a company, and you have to talk to me because I have a company.
true, true. That's kind of like
Ai,
how
meu Deus, que engraçado.
class perspective said more tense than a lot of those people aren't homeless. They just don't make enough for an apartment. Exactly. But, you know, 10 ain't no house, dog. So, you know, let's see. I would Dutch date, but I don't want to ever get married. I'll join the wedding. Well, nobody want to get married, man. The Africans are seriously worse than Brazilian. Yes, the Africans are way worse than Brazilian men as far as aggressiveness. You know, they talk crazy. They did. Come here.
Have
They
to learn how to deal with their testosterone.
thing is crazy. Well, man, we've been on this thing longer than we normally be in class. Now, I'm pretty sure I know you got you a whole nother page of stuff over there. How much you got left? Like for real, for real.
Right now?
No, not
Okay.
right now. No, how much you got left?
No,
Questions.
no. We can continue. I'm okay. You invited me. Let's talk. I'm okay. Let's do it.
All right, cause
Quer perguntar, me pergunta, gente. Pergunta em português também. Bora aí praticar esse português. Vambora. Quer falar português, aproveita. Enjoy.
yes,
I spoke too fast,
yeah, me your Portuguese is not clicking right now.
Ah, tá sim. Mentira, gente. I think he is modest, but he speaks. When we are studying, he speaks a lot. Okay? More questions? Do you want me to answer? To answer? No, sorry, to ask.
Who, me? That I want to ask? No, 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 no. We've been 3 hours. It's it's time to raise up. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
We spoke a
So
lot.
so I just want to say thank you for coming again, and I want to thank you in advance for showing up uh for the next time. So the only thing is,
After 5 months, I come back, guys.
huh?
No,
No,
I'm
it ain't gotta
joking.
be
Shut up.
5 months. It could be a couple hours. It could be today.
Today again? Oh my God.
If
You
you,
really
I'm just
like
saying,
my
whenever you have
question.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
you just came up here and just gave me 4 hours of your time. I
Obviously, I'm here to support you guys too. If you wanna ask me some questions, I will be here. Actually, to understand more about Brazilian culture. So it's great.
see how much they enjoy you. You know, only thing about it, I'm try to stop messing around on game nights because everybody watching, well, was watching the game. Everybody sleep now. I need
Mhm.
I need to go get me some rest too. So
Yeah, sweet dreams, guys. I will come back again someday. He will just talk to me, and I will show up.
so
Okay.
I tell you what, I'm gonna have some questions for you next time, and I
Mm.
guess we just gonna battle and just go back and forth with it. You know. So
Yeah, if you wanna ask me about the Brazilian cultures, things that you consider weird, or more things about the language, food. If you want me to teach you some healthy recipes too, I can do it, guys. Brazilians love healthy food. Let's do it.
no, I'm
So
just gonna
going on
come
a
out there
diet
and
with a Brazilian.
I'm gonna just come out there and I'm gonna have to come out there and cook with you. That's all.
And cooking, yeah, cooking classes. Let's do it.
Indeed.
Natural soda. I will teach you how to do it. Guys, thank you so much. Love, peace, and stay strong, guys. Don't give up. Women will stop someday. They won't do it anymore. Yeah, as I told you before, I think they aren't okay, guys. They need attention. They need time. I don't know. Maybe a meteor fell on the ground. I don't know when the women.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
know
I
either.
don't want to say they're going nuts. No,
But
I don't want to. Sorry, girls.
I thank you for coming through, and I'm going to bring the show to a close right now by saying, please walk the peaceful path rather than the tightrope given that makes others content with your being miserable. So for myself, as well as Miss Carol here, this is DreeZ, and this has been Late Night DreeZ 158. BBW, Redefined. See me tomorrow. What will I be doing? I don't know. Who knows? But whatever I do, I hope that you're here with us. See y'all later, man. We out. Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah. DreeZ on the beat. Yeah. Mr. Blackfoot. Yeah. My passport giving me options. When I'm overseas, look at how I just function. I'm learning languages, I'm learning cultures. A matrix haters, mad that we out here. My passport giving me options. When I'm overseas, look at how I just function. I'm learning languages, I'm learning cultures. Matrix haters, mad that we out here.
But it was the travel right now, and the other. This is one of the situations why I ain't trying to go to medical.